we excited for House Husband and Chief? You have a data science project due in 3 hours? Holy crap, good luck, totally not person. You got this. Don't die out there. Have fun on the stream. Thank you. Saturn, happy 5 stream. Did I see Jade Ivy saying that they got a crazy TOT poll? Hold on. I got TOT after stream yesterday and first 10 poll. Must be nice. Should have lent you my Artem fan for today. Oh yeah! Oh my god, because I have the Marius one. Didn't you give me the Marius fan, Vicky? Hello, Vicky. Good to see you. Congratulations on your marriage to Artem Wing. Mrs. Wing, should we call you from now on? Guys, full disclosure, I like Artem's my number 2. I've always said by like there's a lot of distance between Artem number 2 and Marius number 1 is what I've always said. That being said, today I spent like 2 hours this afternoon. I got back from Offkai a few hours ago and I spent that entire time until now reading Artem's I like had read the beginnings of his Blossom story but never finished it. I was trying to finish it. I did not finish it. There's 4 parts to Blossom chapter and I got through 3.5. So I'm like a little bit away from the culmination of the confession scene. But all that is to say that in the span of those 2 hours, I have maybe been converted. He's just so cute. Congrats to all the Artem lovers, indeed. CCS, thank you for the gift sub to Suguru Holic. Getting notifications, what's up, Jano? I gasp, I know. Because, like, I mean, I've already said this every Tears of Theme stream. I feel like I've said that Artem consistently gets better writing than Marius. I feel like this is just a reality that we have to own up to as Marius fans. I think everybody's Blossom story is really well written. But Artem's is, like, perhaps exceptionally. Well, it's different. Yeah, I think for Artem, it's like Gatmoy stuff. And then Marius is like it's like a Nemo tragedy type beat with Marius. So I like them in really different ways. But as I have always said, Artem is the ideal house husband. And like, maybe my tastes have shifted. I don't know. Like I am 5 years older than when I started this game. But the whole time I was reading today, I was just like, like it was so embarrassing. Okay, wait, oh, did Angel do you still upload VODs? Oh, yes, I have moved my streams over to the other channel. Thank you, Bruna, for explaining. I like made a few announcements on the channel, but I think not everyone sees those, so I apologize for anyone who was looking for them there. Yeah, it's just like I wanted to fully separate stream and music things, so that's what's happening there. Yep. Thank you for asking. I'm very touched that you would even want to go watch VODs. Okay, I am also going to try to stream in this like evening, for me, evening time slot more often, because I think like the vast majority of my OGs watch streams at this time, and it's like upsetting to me that after I became very unemployed and started streaming earlier in the day that I miss seeing a lot of our like old regulars. So anyway, kicking your feet while giggling about Artem, 100%. Like I was just sitting there like, oh, I'm 31. Like I felt like a schoolgirl, you know what I mean? He's just so ideal. Artem is so perfect. I got so busy with school and I was like, no, yeah, that is how it goes. That is how it goes, Angel Souls. Well, welcome back, ? I hope school's going okay. As you guys know, I've been trying to, well, for Marius, I straight up was wearing white because I was getting married. But for Vin, I was wearing his colors green, and Artem's colors are red/pink, and I don't own clothes in that color a whole lot. I do have like some things that have red in them, so I've done my best today. So this is, you can't really tell, but this is like a faded pink. The color, the white balance on the camera is not really showing it, but how's husband Prime? He's on my iPad. Don't worry, Shin. We'll get to him soon enough. I would like to wake up at 10 in the morning as opposed to 4. Callahan, I can't believe you wake up for streams. That's wild to me. Okay, let me see. Orange stopped by a YouTube chat, but can't stick around. Lila Lee, it's good to see you. And Santiago, it's good to see you. Welcome in. All right, ready for hashtag Ying Wing? It's been 5 years since we first made the Ying Wing joke. So, just like with Vin, I am a guest attending today's wedding. But this time it's like attending Bestie's wedding. Does that make sense? Like, do you guys know how... What I always say is fandom in law. Does that make any sense? Like when I was in my peak... Actually, that doesn't really matter. Like, my friends are really into Paradox Live. And I don't know anything about Paralive. But because my friends are really into Paralive, it, like, feels like I'm kind of there with them. Like, it's my in-law fandom. That's like how I always refer to these kinds of things that my friends are really into. And so I like know a lot of it by osmosis, but I don't personally go here. That's kind of what ARTEM is to me, is that like all of my friends like ARTEM. Well, that's not exactly true. I think a lot of my friends also like Marius, but most of my friends who are really into this game like ARTEM. So he's like my husband-in-law. I'm sorry, once I said that out loud, I realized how goofy it sounded. What is a husband-in-law? I think it applies. It sounds incredibly goofy in this particular situation, but I think I'm right. What you're describing is exactly how I feel about Genshin and Tier 2, thanks to you. Oh, they're your games in-law. Husband-in-law. Paralive mentioned. Okay. Augie Night thinks they get what I mean. Yeah, See, you understand me. Hello, Ilune. Went to GalaxyCon today. What is GalaxyCon? I don't think I've heard of it before. Congratulations on meeting 2 of your favorite... It's like people that you're fans of? Or I'm trying to unlock my iPad and it doesn't seem to know who I am. Hello? Good morning. What's going on? Hello? Is my iPad dead? Oh, we're in. I feel like one of those tourists that like brings iPads to take photos of things. Oh wait, it was ARTEM's voice welcoming us. How appropriate. Not that you guys could hear that. Sorry about that. Okay, I plugged it in and she's launched. Let me quickly check that it's even displaying correctly, because sometimes the capture doesn't quite look correct. Okay. I think we're in. I think we're good. Okay. Are we good? I celebrated Destiel even though I've never touched Supernatural, just from sheer culturalism. For fucking real, that one day on Tumblr, my god. Destiel day. Did someone say house husbands? Indeed. Are you acquainted with our Lord and Savior, ARTEM Wing? Zoran. Coolbox, hello, welcome. Okay, I think I'm ready to jump in. I've spent all afternoon reading ARTEM Personal Story. Not that it was enough to catch me up, but enough that my brain is fully in the game right now. I guess I can try to catch you guys up on as much as... ARTEM, like I've said in the previous streams, ARTEM is the most normal. And so he, like, last time I was catching you guys up on, like, Vin's backstory, and it was really, like, secret prince of a fake Nordic country, and he's, like, low-key hiding from people who are trying to assassinate him, and we think it's probably his mother-in-law, question mark. The other thing, I realized I was spreading this information last stream just a little bit. I said that Jiang Laoshi, the guy who voices Vin's Chinese voice, I told you guys, like, oh, he, like, what did I say last stream? I said he was put under house arrest for like tax evasion or something. I fucking looked it up after stream. It was embezzlement, and I don't think it's house arrest. And then the other thing is, because the crime is and the punishment is more severe than I remembered it being, I don't think he ever came back. Like, I think I said like, oh, and then like he was just gone for a while and they used AI to replace him for a while, but like I think he's back. I don't think he's back. I think that's why all of his voice lines have been so bland. Like, I was really like, wow, Jiang Laoshi like lost his touch. Like, he's not as good of a voice actor as before. I never said that part out loud, but I was thinking like, oh, this is a little bland. I didn't say anything. I didn't want to be mean. It was the wedding card. I looked it up after because my friend was like, no, I'm pretty sure it was still AI. Like, we were chatting on private Twitter. And then I looked it up. And it was just a bunch of like forum postings of people going like, oh, like when is Jiang Laoshi coming back? And then a bunch of people, this is like 2022, a bunch of people replying and going like, I don't think he's ever coming back. Like, I think bro is gone. So yeah, it's like at that point, maybe just recast. Because I thought the whole reason they were using AI to replace him was as like a temporary solution. You know what I mean? Like, I thought it was really, because it's pretty obviously not great. It's not horrible, you know, like it sure sounds like him, but it's not like a good performance. So I thought it was like oh, let's just do this until we know for sure that he's not coming back. Or that he will come back, or that we're pretty confident he will come back, so we're gonna do this until he comes back. That was my interpretation at the time, and then I didn't think about it anymore because I'm not a Vin fan. So I was just like, okay, and then like never thought about it again. It was not, in fact, a placeholder. No, they full on replaced him, and his voice credits now, I think in all official documentation. Again, I don't want to spread any more misinformation than I already did, but I think he is like Vin Richter's voice actor is now credited not as Jiang, oh fuck, what's his name? I just call him Jiang Laoshi. It's not his voice actor's name. It just says Vin Richter. It just says Vin Richter. Which is like, that's not a real person, so. Anyway, I don't think he ever came back. And I think that entire card that we played last stream was all AI voiced. I was on Google today like, what the fuck? It was so crazy. Oh my god. Anyway, the good news is, now that we know this, in Tears of Themis, you can set the voice bank by character. And so for a long time, I had actually had it set, because Fukujun is Vin Richter's Japanese voice actor, and Fukujun is, I mean, he's Fukujun, you know, one of my favorite voice actors, anyone's favorite voice actors. He's just very beloved for good reason. And so I'm thinking we just change him back to Fukujun and not think too hard about it, you know? just pretend, we'll just do this. Or I can try the Taiwanese one, which is still Chinese. Not a great precedent for the future of a game in terms of AI use. No, historically, I don't think Hoyo is very good about setting precedents for good AI use in games. Like, truly, every single one of us who says that we we are strongly oppose the use of AI in games and then like still play Hoyo games are hypocrites. Fully. I think we need to take a good, long, hard look at ourselves. TCNBA is good. I just don't prefer it. I've heard good things. I've heard it's good. I similarly suspect I wouldn't prefer it. I've never heard it though. And so, you know, let's give it a chance. I think I will also download the Japanese one, just because it's Fukujun. So, of course. In the meantime, today's main event is, of course, the house husband. So, Hoyo is quite skilled in fumbling the ball. Oh, 100%. There's a reason there was a period of time I was a very full-throated, proud Hoyo supporter. That, like, first year, I was, like, proud to be a Hoyo gamer. And, now I feel only shame that I am still here. There's no way you can paint using the voice of someone who's in jail as something reasonable. No, 100%. I strongly agree. Like, with his consent or not is a little irrelevant. That's like, I don't know. Like, think about the, like, what's the word we always use? Enthusiastic consent. I think it would be really hard to say that a voice actor who was going to jail can give enthusiastic consent for his voice to be used in an AI model to replace his own role in a game. Like, just hard to imagine that that would ever apply. Remind me, what's the difference between T Chinese and S Chinese? S Chinese is, I think S is, I don't know what they stand for, but one is like mainlander Chinese, and I think the other might be Taiwanese Chinese, but it's like, I think T stands for traditional. I think it's traditional and simplified, but traditional and simplified are writing systems. They're not spoken. So it's confusing that they would label a voice pack as traditional or simplified when you can't tell from, I don't know, we don't talk. I mean, there's some slight dialect differences, but that's true across any Chinese population. I say things funny because my family is Shanghainese, you know, so, but we use simplified Chinese as our writing system because we're mainlanders. Like, that's a, anyway, I think T and S probably stand for traditional and simplified, even though it's kind of nonsensical in the context of a voice bank. But whatever. Okay. Anyway, I just felt like it was really important that I correct the falsehoods that I blatantly speak. I need the dropout cancel cam. I would like to formally apologize for spreading misinformation on the internet. Previously, I had stated that Vin Richter's Chinese voice actor was put under house arrest for tax evasion and that it was only temporary and he was back to voicing the game. After doing further research, I have since learned that it was embezzlement, probably not house arrest, and that he is also likely not coming back, and I believe ever since the arrest he has been replaced by AI. What's like a really stereotypical thing people say in apology videos? I understand the weight of my actions, and I deeply apologize for the ways that this may have offended or misled anybody. Now is the time to listen instead of speaking. Right? Like, isn't it? I was like, I will listen. Apologizing at the wedding. It's really, pull out a ukulele. Simplified and traditional. Yeah, exactly. Google says SCN is mainland, TCN is Taiwan, Hong Kong, and Macau. Yeah. So it's like the split across regions where I'm assuming that they have a text, like a, what's the word I'm looking for? Base? Library? Like a, that their text library for the game. What is the word I'm fucking looking for? Like, it's not a language switch, but like like instead of simplified, they have a traditional sort of like translation. It's not really a translation, but like a traditional version of the game. And I'm assuming that the voice bank is meant to go along with the text. The thing that feels goofy about that is that like the words should be identical in almost all of the ways. So I'm really curious what the marketing decision was here, like why they would do it that way. I don't know. So whatever. I like have been curious about that the whole time. My best guess is that for regions such as like Macau or Taiwan or whatever, that they might need to do some additional localization due to dialect differences. But like, why would that also not apply across huge expanses of mainland China? I don't fucking know. Whatever. Yeah, the mythical invite is really fun. I really like this one. Okay. Anyway, we have gacha to pull, guys. As wedding guests, we must first secure our invitation to the wedding. I also, thanks to the timing of how this stream lined up, was able to switch characters to ARTEM. And so if anyone is curious, I can show you, my favorite is Act 4, because that's the one where they officially discuss marriage, and I really like the way that Hoyo handled like all 4 conversations. Well, I don't know Luke's, but the 3 that I've played so far, I really like the way they set up those conversations to give you the choice of whether you wanted like a formal wedding or like more of a ceremony to take vows together, basically. But I do currently have that unlocked, because if I were to switch right now into Luke, which I can, you can see the 3 I finished. I haven't done Luke yet. I just happen to be at the switch off point right now. So until I start Luke's, I can still read the recap for ARTEM's So if it becomes relevant and I decide I want to show you part of the dialogue today, I can. The one missing is the one for the secret agent childhood friend guy you hate. Yes, Bruna, you have been paying attention in class. A+, 100% on the pop quiz that nobody asked for. Banger wallpaper, indeed. I have the invitations on rotation, so I never know what I'm gonna see when I unlock the game. Okay, shall we? Let me just, okay, cool. So I'm 150 rolls in across 2 banners currently. Vin was very rude and forced me to 100. Marius came back early at 50. We'll see if Artem, like, wait, should I say something this drastic? I was about to say, if Artem comes home earlier than Marius, I'll switch favorites. Which, like, I caught myself because I was like, I don't think, emotionally speaking, that I can really convince myself. Like, it's not like I've been playing this game for 5 years. In the entirety of those 5 years, I've been desperately trying to convince myself that I like Artem better. Like, the rational parts of my brain have always been like, Artem is obviously the better choice. Are you stupid? Why would you choose literally anybody else? Obviously, everybody wants to marry Artem. Like, he's just like, in every way, the perfect husband. What is wrong with you? Why did you choose Marius? Your taste is horrific, right? So I've been trying to talk myself into it all these years, and I've never succeeded. Like, logically, cerebrally, I understand that I should like Artem best, but the heart wants what it wants. So I don't feel that I can responsibly or believably, like, I can't credibly say that I'm just going to switch favorites. Like, I wish that were how it worked. I have spent 5 years trying to make it work like that, but it just doesn't. So I'm going to not make promises I can't keep. In which case, Artem, I'm just going to ask nicely. If you could be a gentleman and come home early, I would really appreciate it, because I've already spent 150 rolls on your jackass colleagues. I don't want to spend more. Okay, let's do a free pull first. I think they give us a free pull every 2 days currently through the event. Marius looks good in red. And yet Artem's the one who wears red. Okay, I don't think this is anything. Oh, I mean, it's Artem. Surely that's a good sign. Okay, I'm going in. Okay. That's fine. I, like with everybody else, am mentally prepared to go to 100. I just, like, I really hope Artem will be nice to us. Also, the other thing with Vin was that, like, not only did he not show up early, he pushed me to 100 and in the process gave me a different SSR. Like, the rudeness of it was really astounding. Bro was like, you're a tourist here, get in line. I got Vin's on the first 10 pull after coming back. Wow, Marius after 20 pity. What does 20 pity mean? Luke's after 1 lost 10 pull and getting it on the... Wow, you guys have such good luck. I used to have luck like this in this game. What happened to me? What happened? I would say I bless thee, but Artem 9 out of 10 times makes me go to 100. That's true. Vicky, as a true Artem fan, is punished every time by Artem. Almost every time by Artem, so... Streamer luck activate. Oh, it's for... I'm being punished for the misinformation. That's true. Artem would really hate misinformation. Of all of them, he would care the most that I lied without realizing it was an accident. I didn't mean to. Okay, anyway, it's fine. Surely he'll come home earlier than Marius. That just feels correct. I feel like it would be extremely wrong if he didn't. Okay. $30, I believe this. He really is a gentleman. You're so kind to me, Artem. Why did I choose the wrong man? Why did I choose the wrong man? What's wrong with me? Okay, we'll see if it's the banner card, though.
我渴望着能更进一步，成为与你最亲的人。
I married a brat when I should have married a house husband. Like, this is on me. This is my fault. I did this to myself. I don't deserve him. Now I switch favorites. Am I an Artem main now? I have to eat my own fucking words. Eggy Sando, thank you for the bits. We're getting married, boys. It's okay, I do the same for love. You're too kind to me, Artem. God damn. Wait, do you guys the other thing that I said last stream, I was like, Lamau, what if Artem comes home so early that I have extra rolls saved and I can, not saved, I spent money on this, but like extra rolls left over. What if I spent it on Luke? Because I was like, I'm not gonna roll all 4 of them. But what if? Okay, anyway, to read the story I have to level him, so give me a second. God fucking damn, dude. What can I say except I wish I had taste? My wife must remain under budget. Yeah, unlike a certain CEO. Angel, you get me. You super... Angel understands. Angel understands my pain. Motherfucking... Ugh! Mother... I like, not only did we choose the bratty one who's like objectively the worst husband, his writing team has kind of given up on him. Like his writing isn't as good as it used to be. But guess whose writing has low-key never flagged? Never gotten bad. Even in all the times when Tears of Themis writing was like genuinely really bad in the events, generally speaking. Main story I think was always good. But like there were times where like the card stories were really, you know? I believe in all of those times. I didn't read all the Artem cards, but every Artem card that I've blindly chosen to read over the years has been good. Like I haven't been let down by an Artem card yet. I know Atmospherics is like people fight about it. I liked Atmospherics. Artem has never let me down in any way. Ever. What is wrong with me? Okay. Anyway, yeah, maybe Tears of Themis team had a favorite, maybe. But you can tell that they know Marius is their moneymaker because they like push him forward in a lot of marketing events. I just can't be with an all-around good guy. It's too much for him. Yeah, maybe that's the thing, is he's too perfect. But the thing is, like, I don't think he is written to be too perfect. And that's what makes Atmospheric such a good card for me. I don't know. I think he has good gaps. And the gaps are perfectly written such that he is perfectly imperfect. Does that make sense? Anyway, okay, sorry. I'm gonna stop yapping now. We're gonna read. We're gonna read. Oh my god. 30 minutes into stream and we're in the card story. I'm on it today, guys. I can annul Marius's marriage. You know what? When I was responding to Marius's question about like, do I want to do a ceremony or a formal wedding? I said ceremony. So I'm not legally married. Okay, anyway. Well, they still had to sign that paper, though. Here we go. The corridor is filled with a soft bustle as people continuously pass the break room, their hurried footsteps sounding like a countdown before the ceremony. The long-awaited day has finally arrived, yet it feels strangely unreal. Your mind is filled with endless arrangements that you just can't seem to shake off. My makeup artist has really good hair. Shit. Oh, right. You quickly compose yourself, and the makeup artist, amused by your reaction, turns you towards the vanity mirror by the shoulders. The bright sunlight illuminates the dressing table, and the white curtains sway gently in the summer breeze. You freeze for a moment, your chaotic thoughts dissipating in the sunlight and the gentle breeze, leaving only you, wondering what expression Artem will make when he sees you. And that's like first look. Kiki! Ying, I'm back! I should say, Rosa, I'm back! The door to the break room suddenly opens while you're still lost in thought. Kiki steps in, having arrived at the auditorium early in the morning to help you with various tasks. Do you think she's our maid of honor? Is that what the title is? I think it's really funny that her idea of teasing a bride is, are you thinking about your husband? Which I assume the answer is like, duh. Wait, I have to show you guys which chapter was it? Chapter 2 part 1. Okay, we'll go back in a moment. I just feel like, I don't know, Artem related teasing is always really fun. Is Gatmoy Marxist material dialectics? What do you even mean by this? Verdigree? Are you gonna see Artem's mom? We better. Wait, hold on. I think I still have her here. Hold on, Kimberly, come in. Let's have her supervise today's stream, okay? Okay, wonderful. Like, no, girl, he's thinking about Marius. Oh my god, I am thinking about Artem. I spent all afternoon reading about Artem, okay? Jasper, you welcome. Never thought I'd miss Kiki. Wouldn't you believe it? They write their side characters really. Celestine, guys, Celestine's gonna be at the wedding. Okay, anyway. Actually, do you think Celestine would Celestine be best man? Probably. Okay. What are you thinking about? Your face is all red. Oh, I know. I bet you must be thinking about Mr. Wing, right?
放心，我刚从大厅那边回来，左律师也在想你呢。
Don't worry. I just came back from the lobby and Mr. Wing was thinking about you too. The dialectics on the character traits of Artem as the contradictions drive the engine of his self. The gaps in the moe are the thesis, antithesis, and synthesis. Verdigree. What the fuck? Meanwhile, we have Bruna. Where is daddy? We need daddy. Like, we truly... You guys are the full spectrum today of intellectualism. You can have daddy. You can have daddy. Here. Daddy is not the main event today, okay? Here. Austin is my date to the wedding. And this is we're attending the wedding of her son. Okay. All right. Now things feel more appropriate. You can't pass the chance, okay? Always kiss your husband's father. Our day. Okay, our day. Verdigree's holding our single brain cell. Okay, lock in. Pucker up, father-in-law. All right. We're back. Hello, Kiki. Kiki! You are a bit flustered by Kiki's teasing, but she shakes her head with a serious expression.
我没在开玩笑。
I'm not kidding.
刚才左律师亲手去摆写着你们名字的迎宾牌，司仪都说很少看到这么
The
亲切的新
contradictions in
人了。
Gatmoy are probably what Karl Marx meant. Surely Karl Marx was writing about Gatmoy specifically. I don't doubt it 1 second, Verdigree. Just now, Mr. Wing was personally arranging the what? Personally arranging the welcome signs with your name and his on them. Even the host commented about how rare it is to see a couple being so hands-on with their own wedding preparations.
结果，你猜左律师说什么？
What did he say? Kiki deliberately keeps you in suspense and you can't help feeling curious too. What did he say?
左律师说，把你们的名字摆在一起的时候，他觉得很幸福。
You little golden retriever. He said that it makes him happy to put both of your names together.
天哪，你不知道我有多震惊！
Bro was going insane in Engel's apartment writing about those dang anime boys. Did you guys hear about how when he was in Brussels, the condition was that he not write, not do any more political writing? They were like, you can write, but you can't do political writing. And Marx was like, okay, deal. Thank you for taking me in. And then wrote the Communist Manifesto. I just think about that story a lot. Like, it just tickles me. It makes me really happy. He's like, bet. I know you guys are taking me in as a political refugee under one simple condition. And here's what I think about that condition. Engels would definitely be a Fudanski if he was alive today. You guys are spitting facts today. What's going on? Scholars of chat. BL scholars of chat. Rosetta Aram, welcome to YouTube chat. Hello. He is truly so cute. We can all eat him together. I claim his Left earlobe. Yes. The choicest morsel. Why did my webcam just freak out? That was weird. Okay. Oh my gosh, you have no idea how shocked I am. Why are you shocked? Saturn claims his father. If our colleagues knew about this, the trending phrase at our law firm would probably become, love really can make a blockhead bloom. Who are you calling a blockhead? Okay, putting that aside for now, I really need to go put on my makeup. While you can't help feeling happy about Artem's words, Kiki's exaggerated way of putting things makes you blush. You have no choice but to surrender and change the topic. The makeup artist smiles knowingly as she picks up her brush again.
说得对，先化妆，贴心话你们等会儿再聊。
You're right. Let's finish up your makeup first. You can have your heart-to-heart chat later. But just as she steadies your face, your phone starts ringing. Kiki, my phone. Your hands are full, so you quickly gesture for Kiki to answer the call, but she simply takes your phone and brings it up to your ear.
是左律师，还是你来接吧。其他的事儿我都可以代劳，这件可不行。
It's Mr. Wing. You should take this one. I can help with everything else, but not this. Oh, wait, I'll answer it myself. You want to say that you can take the call yourself, but Kiki has already answered it for you.
回是我，你那边怎么样？还顺利吗？
It's so good to hear his voice, too. Zhao voice is so good. His voice acting is so good. It's like, and because I know him as Artem first, when I started playing Honkai Impact 3rd and I heard him as fucking Auto Apocalypse, I was like, and then I couldn't help but like Otto. Everybody was like, fuck this guy. And I'm like, no, I'm kind of a defender. And then chapter 26 happens and people were like, actually, we like him. And then I was like, I was right all along. Anyway, hello, it's me. How are things going on your end? Is everything proceeding smoothly? He also voices Ayato, exactly. Yeah, he's Otto. This is Otto motherfucking Apocalypse, guys. Insane. And Ayato. Kamisato Ayato. Okay. It's going pretty well. Hang on, give me a minute. SpongeBob SquarePants 3rd. I forgot about that. Yes. SpongeBob. Yeah, look it up. Okay, we're so not locked in, guys. Those 2 short sentences are enough to make your face burn hot. You quickly snatch the phone from Kiki's hands and scurry to a corner of the break room. The one universe where Otto got the girl. I'm back. Kiki suddenly shoved her phone at me while I was doing my makeup. I didn't even have time to react. As you speak, you hear the scraping sounds of tables and chairs through the receiver. Artem's probably calling you from the ceremony venue. Is there a problem at the scene? I can head over there shortly.
哦不，没什么事。只是我有点紧张，所以想听听你的声音。
You can hear the nervousness in his voice. Thank you, John. No, everything's fine. I'm just a bit nervous, so I wanted to hear your voice. Well? I'm quite nervous too. I kept praying that nothing would go wrong while putting on my makeup. Weird typo. The tension that has been building in your heart finally finds its way out, and you can't help but agreeing with Artem. Thankfully, being nervous together somehow makes the worries in both your hearts feel lighter. A relieved chuckle comes through the receiver.
看来紧张确实是人之常情。
Seems like it's only natural to be nervous under such circumstances.
不过我觉得，我应该也不只是在为仪式紧张。
However, I believe my nervousness isn't just because of the ceremony.
我只是很想你。
It's just that I miss you. So cute. Kiki's teasing suddenly flashes through your mind. Love really can make a blockhead bloom. But Artem is not a blockhead. He is sincere and composed when it comes to his feelings. I will, once we finish this part of the 3-part story, I'm going to quickly show you guys like why Kiki thinks of him as a blockhead, for those of you who don't go here. People are used to his usual demeanor. From afar, he looks like an upright and towering tree, but up close, you discover gentle branches in his embrace and a warmth that can endure long winters. This gentle yet passionate tenderness sometimes does feel like an unconscious I've never tried to say this word out loud. Give me a moment.
Coquetry.
Coquetry? Coquetry? I guess that's better than coquetry. Sorry. What was it? Denalis. Wait, what? Make Ortrice Denalis Wait, what is it? Oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinal? Coquetry. Yeah, I feel like I read it as coquetry too. Coquetry? Do I believe that? TTS? Hold on, Merriam-Webster. Give me one more.
Coquetry.
Fuck you. I mean, okay, I guess we accept it. Coquetry it is. This gentle yet passionate tenderness sometimes does feel like an unconscious coquetry, making you want to be by his side. I'll meet you once I'm done with my makeup.
好，我等你。那
All right, I'll wait for you. Anyway, before Artem can finish his sentence, your conversation is interrupted by a sudden burst of music. A light and romantic waltz sounds from his end of the line. Yeah, I think it was like coquetry. Coquetry was, yeah, like, because you want to say coquette. Oh, I just fucked my glasses. Coquette, and then add the tree, I guess. What's that music? Artem freezes for a moment. Once he gathers himself, he seems to have covered the microphone as the sound that comes through becomes muffled.
音乐好像出了点问题，我先去处理一下。
There seems to be an issue with the music. I'll go take care of it. Okay. Artem does not reply, and the call ends. The world falls silent, leaving only the hollow echo in the receiver. Kiki peeks over several times from the side, and she only comes closer when she sees you put down your phone.
怎么了？音乐放错了吗？我刚才还去核对过一次呢。
So you really are the maid of honor to have so many responsibilities. What's wrong? Did they play the wrong music? I just double-checked it earlier. You shake your head and open the music player on your phone, scrolling through the history. The song just now wasn't on the rehearsal set list, but you feel like you've heard it somewhere before. Ah, this is the song. I remember now.
船票是几点？
Oh! Is Artem trying to be sneaky about something from like a film score? What time is your boat ticket for?
明天早上，你的也是。
Tomorrow morning. Yours too?
对。那今晚你有什么打算？就一直待在港口，看着落日等船？
Yup. So what are your plans for tonight? Are you just going to stay at the port to watch the sunset and wait for the ship?
我喜欢看落日，但今天不想。万一我们真的再也见不到面。
I'm so glad I decided to give these guys goofy voices. I just had a feeling. I love watching sunsets, but not tonight. If it's true that we'll never see each other again, I can't imagine how much I'd regret missing out on tonight.
是吗？
Really?
那我有个能度过这段时间的好提议。
Then I have a good suggestion for how to pass the time.
我们再跳一次舞吧。
Let's dance again.
就在这里，在海边，一直跳到明天。
Right here, by the seaside, until tomorrow comes. I wish I could do a transatlantic accent. That would have slapped. Okay, a few months ago, you watched a newly released nostalgic musical, Love at Dusk, with Artem. Translators must have read English books. I happen to pick that form. At the end of it, oh, I've only ever seen it rendered as coquettish. Oh, you're right. But it's like, as a noun, would have to be coquetry, I guess. At the end of it, both the sea and the harbor were painted in twilight hues as the leading couple engraved their beautiful romance through one dance after another. Just do half a British accent, but then it just sounds like a bad British accent. Transatlantic feels a little more specific than that. Before the sun rose again, neither of them gave the boat tickets in their pockets a second thought. All they cared about was that night, and that night alone. Only when the credits start to roll do you finally let out a sigh of relief. That's a really nice shot.
尤其是最后这一段。
Yeah, especially the last part.
点到即止的结尾，不仅有种超脱现实的浪漫主义，也能留出更多让观众思考和想象的空间。
An ending that, oops, an ending that stops at just the right moment not only has a transcendent romanticism, but also leaves more room for the audience to think and imagine. Yes, that night was known only to the two of them, a night when they entrusted their lives to each other. The harbor on the screen dims under the falling sunset, but the gentle music still lingers in the room, echoing for a long time. The theme song is beautiful too. It's called A Valse for a Night. The meaning of valse is... As you carefully read the scrolling title of the theme song, Artem smiles and picks up where you left off.
是tango 的一个分支。
Oh, kind of like how they had Por una cabeza? Was that what the song was called? Por una cabeza? That was a tango too, right? I think? Yeah, it is. One of my favorite Artem cards, actually. It's very good. It's a variation of tango. Huh? Are they dancing tango? I thought it was a waltz. You look at Artem in surprise, remembering how you had once danced tango together. Yeah! At the Stella's University Ball. I really love it when they reference other cards. Me sitting here like, did they just not for Marius, or did I miss it like a dumbass? Okay, and whatever. But that dance had been intense and passionate, while this song feels far too dreamy and tender in comparison. It's only the time signature, really. Oh, I did remember the title correctly. There it is. It's quite different from the Poruna Cabeza we danced to before.
我听过一种说法，
I've heard a saying.
这个分支可能是受华尔
Falls
兹的
is
影响诞生
waltz.
的，
Oh, cool.
所以也会采用和华尔兹一样的3拍音乐。
This type of dance might have been influenced by the waltz, which explains why it also adopts the same 3-beat
你
rhythm.
会觉得像华尔兹，大概也是因为这个。
That is probably why it feels like a waltz. But the title explicitly said a valse for a night? But maybe it's like the specific rendition that was playing. Because Artem's a fucking nerd. He would know. Alright, we'll trust him. If we get the chance, maybe we can learn this dance too? I saw quite a few tutorials online. Wanting to strike while the iron is hot, you type the song title into the search bar only to see the related links automatically suggested by the browser. Oh! Wedding must-have playlist. Music to play at your wedding. Your heart reacts before your mind does, faltering for a moment.
怎么了？
Is something wrong? Nothing. Before Artem can lean in, you instinctively turn off the screen. Direct translation for waltz in Spanish. Ah! I just noticed how many viewers thought the song perfect for a wedding. They say that hearing it makes you think of the person you hold close to your heart, so the burning heat in your chest is not settled, yet the mention of a wedding ignites it all over again. Your brief panic might be because it's a topic that you've never truly given much thought to, and now that it suddenly popped up in front of you, you know that no matter where the conversation leads to, you genuinely look forward to having a ceremony that solely belongs to you and Artem. This is also a cute callback to like one of the earliest scenes where like in the very, because I was telling you guys about how like Artem and Vin are like the two types of like autism masking that you see a lot, where Artem's the one who's like bad at masking but trying to figure things out, and then Vin's like just gets really good at like pretending like he's a smooth motherfucker. In the early chapters, Artem is like following a guidebook for how to like be charming and attractive, like how to make somebody fall for you. He's like a guidebook. It's like the psychology of attraction or like some stupid title like that. And then at some point, they're like working on a case together. It's a pretty serious like kidnapping case too. And Rosa like he like hands her his phone, and she accidentally taps the search bar while handing it back to him. And the like recent searches are like how to be more charming. It's like all of his recent search history about like how to be a more attractive man. And then she just kind of like pretends like she didn't see it, but you look at Artem's like blush to his ears, and his only line is, "You saw." So good. Yeah, he's so closed off at first, but now he's more unfiltered. It's so true. I really like watching. All of the male leads have done a fun evolution. It's been fun to watch them go through it. But this is like the inverse of that, basically. Yeah, no, deadass. He was just like, it was like, "You saw?" ? Full like blush to the ear tips. I know, if only Artem had Vin's wardrobe, but he's a fucking lawyer, so he's dressed the way he is. Also, even Vin has some ugly cardigans, you know? Okay. Oh, using your earlier metaphor, Chinese is my in-law language. I actually never studied it, just picked up a thing or two because of too much exposure, right? That being said, there's something about across the performance for all the guys in this game that is so like, weird is not the word, I can't think of a better one. Feels like they're all trembling and whispering and doing breath control all the time. And it sounds so different from the other male deep voice performances I've been exposed to. I think, Bruno, what you're noticing is specifically the performances they use for these high intimacy cards. I'll go back to the early story before we're in these like intimate settings, and then I think you'll hear a little bit more of like the normal voice acting. It's not usually like this. Like this is when they're in private with their fiance, you know? Like I think it's different. Vic, I agree. I agree. Okay, if that day really comes. As the theme song ends, the room falls silent and something flickers in Artem's eyes. But the night darkens his features, and you're relieved that he probably can't see the flush on your cheek, so you stop looking deeper into his gaze. The ridiculous pettiness of Otto. Oh yeah, no, he's next level petty. He makes petty and evil science, for sure. A moment later, he smiles as usual and nods, as if simply agreeing with what you said.
确实很适合。
Yeah, it's perfect.
天哪，太浪漫了吧！
Oh my gosh, that's so romantic. You briefly tell Kiki about what happened back then. Though you leave out many details, she still lets out an exaggerated gasp.
这一定是左律师
Enjoy your
准备的
lurk,
惊喜。
Allison.
早知道
Fragrant flower blooms with
就
dignity. I really want to watch that one. It's
这
been on my
不是大
list for a long time now. This must have been a surprise for Mr. Wing. I shouldn't have rushed you to answer the phone. Spoiling surprises is such a no-no. All right, I'll pretend I heard nothing and happily receive the surprise. You pat her reassuringly on the shoulder before sitting back down before the vanity mirror. If this song plays at the ceremony, chances are you'll cry. There's something about the straightforwardness of that line that was so good. Not just because of the song, but because of the moments it reflects. After all, this is how Artem has always been, gently safeguarding the memories that have nearly slipped away in countless ways just for you. Your first ever life-threatening like experience, like there's a lot of like close calls, but there's one, like the first truly close call in terms of life-threatening experiences in the main story is with Artem, and I really like that. It was like very like Saw, like let's play a game, and then there's like a gas chamber lever situation and you have to like choose him or you. It's wild. Anyways, just a few more minutes, Artem. I'll come see you very, very soon. After spending more than 10 minutes on your final touches, you're ready to... More than 10 minutes, as if that's a long time. You're ready to head out to meet Artem at the venue. I don't think I've ever been in a room that had that kind of facade of Greek or Roman pillars. Yeah, I think they're trying to do futuristic but also classical at the same time. And it's like... results in some interesting design language choices. Wanting to surprise him, you run the entire way there, but stop short at the entrance of the stairs. Okay, Artem isn't in the ceremony hall. The surprise you wanted to give him turns into an unexpected encounter in the corner of a stairway. He doesn't notice you, quietly reciting from the oath card in his hand.
你还记得吗？我们总是幻想，如果能再早一些遇见，会经历怎样的人生？
Do you remember? We always imagined what life would have been like if we had met earlier.
比如那间咖啡
Oh my
馆，
god, we're listening in on his vows before?
所有巧合般的注定，都可能带来不一样的开端。
Like at that coffee shop or at that subway train, all seemingly destined coincidences that could have led to different beginnings.
当我
But perhaps dissatisfied with the prepared vows, he pauses with a slight frown before thinking before
但
continuing.
我其实并不羡慕那些平行人生中的我。
I already like these vows so much more. I already like them so much more than both Marius and Vin's. Okay. But I don't actually envy those parallel versions of myself who are living another life.
因为是与眼前的你一起度过的每时每刻，
Because every moment
才
I
让我
spend
一
with
次又一
you
次更加屈膝。
makes me increasingly certain that I
我想与你共度一生。
want to spend my life with you. Sunlight filters through the stained glass, softening his features. In a corner where he thinks you won't find him, Artem repeats with utmost sincerity his desire to spend his life with you. I do feel like a lot of Artem's greatest charm is like the little things he does in the moments where he thinks no one's watching, but Rosa gets a peek, or we as the viewer sometimes will get a peek even when Rosa's not there, in like the personal story or in the card stories. Like where his greatest gaps shine through usually, because he's so blockheady, as Kiki said. Artem, oh my gosh, she's crying! Did you guys see the Rosa crying? You can't help running towards him, your vision blurring in just a few steps.
你怎么？
Rosa, why are you... Hearing your voice, he looks up in mild surprise, probably to ask why you are here, but upon seeing your face, he swallows the rest of his words.
怎么哭了？
Why are you crying? Rosa like waited until like the end of everyone else's card to cry, but in Artem she like opens with the crying. You're so valid. You're so valid. Okay. We're going to have our wedding, right? Happiness feels so close. So close that it seems almost like an illusion, and all you want is to hear him say it over and over again.
是，我们要举行婚礼了。
It's really silly how like simple it is, but it's really sweet. Yes, we are going to have a wedding.
所以别掉眼泪了。今天 我们会是最幸福的人。
I think it's part of the charm of his awkwardness is that, like, even though he's walled off from the beginning, and more open now, obviously, but even from the beginning when he was at his most awkward, he was only ever genuine. Which frankly cannot be said of the other 3 male leads. They simply are not. They have too much to hide. Artem alone has nothing to hide except for his, like, crush on Rosa. Okay, so don't cry. Today we will be the happiest people on earth. The more you say things like that, the more you're making me cry, silly Rosa. Yeah, he is obviously the dev fave for sure. I think audience favorite on average has been Marius, and the marketing tends to reflect that. But I feel like Artem is you can tell they put extra care into his character writing. Tears and sunlight blur the outline of his silhouette, but his voice remains crystal clear, making your tears gather uncontrollably. Artem opens his mouth again, as if trying to find another way to comfort you, but ultimately gives up.
好像现在，无论我说什么都。
It seems that no matter what I say now, seeing him look a little helpless, you can't help but laugh through your tears. Aginet's like, he's not dramatic enough for me. Yeah, he's the normie core choice by a long shot. I'm just too happy.
我知道。
Why is Themis always crying? Yeah, these tears of Themis. I know. He softly answers you, as if wrapping your entire heart with the lightest, softest feather on this world. He lowers his gaze, hesitates for a moment, and speaks again.
之前电话里那段音乐，你是不是听出来了？
Can't hide anything from you, bitch. That song from the phone call earlier, did you recognize it? She's like, damn, he got me. She was gonna pretend. You want to deny it, but he sounds so certain that you can't find it in you to do so. But surprisingly enough, he actually seems relieved.
看来我还是不太擅长准备惊喜。好在就算被你听到，也没关系。
I guess I'm still not very good at preparing surprises, but it's fine even if you overheard it.
而且你看起来很喜欢，也让我安心多了。
And it looks like you liked it, which puts my mind at ease. Huh? It's fine even if I overheard it? Just as you're lost in thought, a ringing sound breaks the small tranquil moment between the two of you in the corner of the stairway. It is a notification from the staff, informing you that the guests are starting to arrive and that you can get ready to welcome them. Heggy Sandor like, what a man, what a man. That really is the vibe. Artem is undefeated on being a man. The ideal man. What does detecting Tchaikovsky mean, Vic? From the corner of your eye, you see Artem secretly take a breath, just like you. You smile and hold out your hand, waiting for him to take it. These two are fucking soulmates, I swear to fucking God. Perhaps he has other plans for that piece of music. But you do not press further. After all, a gift box filled with surprises ought to be opened at the right time. Right now, what matters most is walking toward your future together with him. Themis might actually be the Greek goddess people see the most. Oh, you may have a point, Verdigris. Okay, guys, before we progress, I have to show you what I was talking about. It should be in his personal story. Was it the personal story I'm thinking of? Yeah. Yes. Okay. I think it was episode 2, chapter 1. Oh, shit. I had to download it on my phone. Sorry. Okay. Let me go to 2. I think it was this one. Let me make sure. We'll see. These go fast. I'm just gonna tap in.
应该
Ah, yes! Artem subconsciously taps the desk with his fingers as he reads Introduction to the Psychology of Love and Attraction. A marked line reads, go to a movie for your first date so you will have something to talk about. And so, like, this is a running theme through the entire thing, is him, like, referencing this book. And then, like, he'll try things in the book, he'll think they won't work, and he'll be like, what the fuck use is this book? Throws it in the shredder, or is about to. And then, like, Rosa will text him and be like, thanks for the flowers. And he'll be like, oh, okay. And then, like, put the book back down. It's just, and then this is him practicing.
这周六你有
He's alone in his office practicing, asking her out. You've been working hard lately. Are you free this Artem quietly rehearses with a poker face, yet his ears slowly turn red. Come on, okay? Is there any competition? There's no competition. This is the ideal man. He's hopeless. It's so adorable. It really is. Okay, wait. I don't think this is the one I wanted to show you guys though. One second. This is Kiki talking about her idol. Okay, so then I'm thinking about episode 3, part 1. I was like, if there's one conversation I can show you guys. Was it not this one? Fuck! Wait, hold on. Is it this? Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, it is this. So there's like he's like clamped there's like a bookmark on a page. And it reads, when there is initial progress in the relationship, you absolutely cannot be hasty or clingy. Make an effort to show your charm in general and subtly attract the other party. One of the ways to show charm is through humor. Humor is an ingenious way to ease an awkward atmosphere, make everyone comfortable, and display your personal charm to the greatest extent. He's like, humor, huh? And then he's like Googling like humor, funny. Okay, ready? Here we are. Yeah, he is reading it out loud. It's nearly noon, and the rain outside is incessant. As the delicious scent of food wafts over from every corner of the office, Kiki pauses for a few seconds and suddenly lets out a loud wail. I forgot to order takeout again! I think I forgot as well. Lately, you've gotten used to eating lunch with Artem since he's out today for field work. You completely forgot to order food. There's a meeting soon, so it's too late to order takeout. Why don't we go out and grab a bite? And then you're like about to leave, and then Celestine's like, no. This is my dream woman, by the way. Unfortunately, she's fucking married. She's like, don't worry, I got Artem to bring lunch back for you from the restaurant he's at. No, I see. And then 15 minutes later, Artem returns with the packed meals. Kiki, who's seated closest to the corridor, bounces up from her seat immediately. Thank you, Mr. Wing. Everybody's like kind of scared of him in the office because he's really intimidating and like cold and stone-faced. You're welcome. Artem hesitates for a second as he sees Kiki nervously reach out with both hands to take the packages. Are you nervous to see me?
有一点吧.
Yeah, a little. Am I seeing things? Was Mr. Wing just staring at me? Right after that, he says something unexpected. Don't be nervous. I'm a bad guy. Duh. What even? The office goes quiet. The various coworkers sitting around shoot glances at him. A fair few of them still have food in their mouths, which makes them look ridiculous. Like everyone in the office is like mid-sandwich bite, like... The way they write the like atmosphere of the scene fucking takes me out. Artem, the center of attention, stands there expressionlessly as if waiting for you all to react. Could it be that Mr. Wing noticed how nervous Kiki was, so he wanted to make a lame joke to lighten the mood? Kiki Bennett, you're supposed to laugh! Kiki, however, is completely bewildered. After a few seconds of stiff, awkward silence, she decides to pretend that nothing has happened and forcibly changes the subject. How much was the meal? I'll transfer it to you. Give him a moment. He's cooking, guys. He's cooking. Artem's cooking. Trust. Artem pauses and thinks for a moment. Do you know the biggest difference between me and the food delivery guys? Rosa makes an attempt. Your vehicle has more than 2 wheels, so you're faster? No. The difference is, I don't charge. Only Rosa laughs at his joke. It's not even funny. And she's laughing like it's funny to her because it's not funny. Although it's a really lame joke, you can't help but be tickled by his sequence of strange statements. Satisfied with the response. Artem finally turns around and heads for his office. He doesn't care that nobody else laughed. He's like, good, Rosa laughed. My job here is done. Like, tuxedo mask out. Amidst a mixture of coughing and food choking, Kiki places the takeout on the table with a look of absolute gloom. Yeah, it's funny the way Sino's funny. And then he leaves everybody with the impression that he like is angry. Kiki's like, I made him mad. And then it's like, it's so bad that after this, Celestine comes to, hold on. Celestine shows up and goes like, why did you freak out all the lawyers, all the junior associates? She's like, why'd you have to scare them? She's like mad, like she's genuinely pissed. She has no idea what happened. Like, I just think it's so funny. Their whole dynamic is so good. Mission accomplished, exactly, Finn. He's like, Artem is very like tuxedo mask out, like my work here is done. And then Rosa's standing there like... Except the funniest thing is like he did, like his work is done. He did the work, but the thing that he thought he had gotten done, he did not. And she has to like fucking... He's like, well, I was just joking, dude. She's like, the woman is too stunned to speak. Anyway, I just, I really, if you haven't read Artem's personal story, it's really good. All of their personal stories, the first parts of them are really good. Later on, honestly, I think through engagement, actually no, all of the personal story, yeah, you know what? I would stand by this statement. I think all of the personal story is pretty good. The wedding one is, it's not hit or miss, it's like hit or mid, if that makes sense. I don't think they have any clear misses, but anyway. I just wanted to show you guys the charm. Celestine is his yeah, Celestine's also his wingman. She's like, hey, I'm gonna pair you up with that like hot new lawyer that just joined this office that I can tell you've been looking at a lot. And the Arm's like, what? No, I'm not interested in anyone. I was like, what are you fucking, I'm not. And then like somewhere in his personal story, he's like, mom calls him. And it's clear that he's told her that there's somebody he's interested in. Cause she's like, man, if there's somebody you're interested in, you should just fucking confess. Like you should just say something already. And he's like, no, I like want to wait for the right time. And she's just like, you sure? Like somebody might confess before you. And then Artem has like a flashback, okay? And in the flashback, it's an intern at the office, an intern with no illustrated sprite, like no in-game sprite, just a shadow. And the intern's going like really, really golden retriever-y, like, oh my God, it's Rosa, like, wow, what an honor to get to have lunch with you or whatever. And Artem's like jealous. Like he really sees this intern as a risk. He's like, yeah, maybe I should confess sooner rather than later. It's just so goofy. Like, oh my God. Yeah, no, I agree. Artem's wedding so far has been better. Like, there's actually no comparison so far. So I have so much hope. I really hope they don't let me down. Of the Gulfeng cards, he was also my favorite. The Weeds is one of my favorite cards. He's very well written in that one. I was so impressed. He's in the AUs, they often change it up quite a lot, but in the Weeds, they kept him as like a judge instead of a lawyer, like an old-timey ancient China judge. Okay, did I scroll past him? Am I stupid? Hold on. Where? Also, isn't this soundtrack a vibe? Did I? Oh, there he is. He looks so different with his hair pushed up like that. Okay, anyway, sorry. Locking back into the wedding story. At the ceremony venue, Kimberly and Brian are already exchanging pleasantries with the guests. I knew his name must be related to Artemis. Yeah, absolutely. Pertaining to Artemis. Yeah. Among them are some familiar faces that you have seen at previous gatherings, many of them being aunts and uncles who have watched Artem grow up. You know what? I feel a little weird having just Kimberly here. Let's get her husband. 1 second. Wait, what does Brian Wing not have a... No, he has a sprite. Brian Wing, Tears of Venus. Surely... Ah, there he is. I got him. Okay. 1 second. We gotta pull him in. Alright, here he is. Aha! Alright, we have both parents now. Oh my God, the screen is getting more and more cluttered. Hold on, I'm gonna move Austin down here. One more. I don't know why that's so satisfying. I'm okay. I'm normal. I'm just a normal guy. I don't do weird shit. I would never. What? Your streamer's perfectly normal. Okay. Yeah, it's literally like old Artem with a mustache. He got his mother's eyes, thank God. It's the greed they talk about in the Bible. You should print these out and do a puppet shop. Flanked by the in-laws, indeed, Finn. Okay. Among them are some familiar faces that you have seen at previous gatherings, many of them being aunts and uncles who have watched Artem grow up. Should I go greet them? Despite being the one who asked, you still feel somewhat uneasy. Previously, when Artem was faced with the choice of developing his career in the capital or to remain in Stellis, you met several seniors who weighed your relationship with him against his career development. Now that Artem's decision has been made, what should you say when you meet them again at such a joyous occasion?
没关系，我们就不过去了。
That's fine, we can stay here. While you're still pondering what to do, Artem leans close to your temple and places a reassuring kiss through your veil.
他们都是我父母的旧识，所以父母来招待就好。
They're all old acquaintances of my parents, so it's best to let them handle it. Okay. You nod, and when you look up again, you meet a pair of warm eyes filled with amusement. Kimberly seems to have sensed what is on your minds, shaking her head at you through the crowd. It is only then that you completely relax and exchange a glance with Artem. He naturally puts his arm around your shoulders and turns you towards the other side.
要不要去门口等我们的客人？这边的空间。
Yeah, like all the moms' designs are really creative, and then most of the dads, except for Mr. Austin Von Hagen here, are just kind of like aged up male love interest with a stash. Or in Vin's case, it wasn't just aged up, it was like twink death dilf birth. You know what I mean? Like what's his face from TM Revolution? You know what I'm talking about. Sorry, what? No, you know what I mean. Like TM Revolution's like hot limit thing that he redid recently. Where there's like here I'll show you guys. So this is what it used to look like. This is what the hot limit outfit used to look like, right? Like this is the twink. Right? Right? And then the new hot limit. Oh no, wait, there's one side by side. I'll just show you guys this one. Okay, see? You see what I mean? Like twink death, dilf birth. That's like Vin and his dad. Like left is Vin, right is what's his dad's fucking name? I don't remember. Who cares? We don't like him. Yeah, like this is now do you understand? Yeah, you see what I'm getting at. Yeah. Rosetta in YouTube chat like right. Now I want to see the dad. Okay. Let me find Vin's dad. I forgot his dad's oh, Eric. We can see here. There's a side by side. Hold on. We got it. You guys ready? Okay. They're reversed. These are reversed. But you guys see? You see the point I'm trying to make here. This way. Wait. This way. These two? Does that make sense? You see it? I feel a little bit like a crazy person. I need you guys to validate me. Corin, like, you have a beautiful mind. Like, no, I'm right. I'm correct. It's twink death, dilf birth. Thank you, Aggie Sanda. Thank you. Yeah, I hate that bad richer father is kind of hot. Yeah, I mean he is. He's like evil hot. Got me. Hey, welcome to stream. Today, in today's TED Talk, we will be discussing twink death, dilf birth. In Exhibit A, we have Vin Richter and Eric Haspren. I forgot his last name. And then Exhibit B, we have TM Revolution. What's his fucking name? Hold on, what's his name? Nishikawa Takanori. At 2 different ages of his life. I now rest my case. Where can you get that outfit? Well, Stippy. TM Revolution Nishikawa Takanori did a tutorial video showing you how to make the Hot Limit outfit using duct tape. So you're in luck. You can have the Hot Limit outfit at home. Mr. TM Revolution himself has made a tutorial. We're all ADHD rats. We're never gonna finish this fucking card. Okay. Anyway, I just like really wanted to make that point. How did we get on this topic? Oh, because I showed you guys Brian Wing, and then everybody was like, "That's Artem with a mustache." It's a whole ass tutorial. There's a whole ass tutorial. Okay. Welcome to stream. This is why I can't quit streaming, guys. I'd be so bored. Can you imagine me out there making my freakishly high quality but yet also amateur music videos, and that's all I did? No, you gotta let your freak flag fly. Emphasis on ass tutorial. Okay. As a material. Yeah. I mean, you could stick the tape on your body, I guess. I guess there's nothing stopping you other than pain. But since when has that stopped us from anything? We're all masochists here. Okay. Why don't we wait for our guests at the entrance? Let's leave this space to the elders. Hold on. My OBS is being a little bit weird. Okay, I fixed it. Okay. When you were tidying up things at your parents' house, Artem told you that growing up is something that's always accompanied by farewells, and leaning on each other is something that belongs to 2 people alone. That warm gaze earlier had held the same emotion, just more honest and gentle. It is a gaze meant to send the younger generation off on their own paths. A quiet look from behind, tinged with farewell. I think my webcam is haunted, guys. It keeps doing a weird glitch. Okay, after just a few steps in the other direction, you see your law firm colleagues entering the auditorium. They also have the most normie-core wedding. I really like it, actually. Celestine briskly strides ahead, tugging Jeremy along. Kiki tries to catch up, but hesitates, worried that her other colleagues might get lost if she leaves them behind. In the end, she ends up spinning in circles in the middle, like a spinning top, frantically trying to manage both sides. I will hydrate. Thank you, Jazz. Appreciate it. You'd want a different kind of tape. Thanks for the hydrate redeem. You guys like my One Piece bottle? Look at Jinbei. That's a daddy right there. Hold on, who else we got? Well, we have the entire Straw Hat crew here. My wife. Okay, anyway. Hey, Celestine, the ceremonial hall is up the stairs on the right. Artem smiles helplessly and lets out a sigh. You can't help but smile too, quickly waving to Celestine. Oh, we're gonna see her wedding outfit. Celestine, over here. That's a married woman. I could be a homewrecker. No. She's out of my league. She's the owner of Stellis's most well-reputed law firm, guys, and I'm a streamer. I never had a chance. Should I get a job again, guys? If I get a job, do you think Celestine will give me a chance? Jeremy's so lucky. Truly. God. Where can I get your name, like Celestine self-insert fanfiction? Does this woman not have "we saw you across the bar and we love your vibes"? How dare you, Verdigree? Not that I would say no. If Celestine and Jeremy hypothetically were to ask me to be their third, you think I would say no? What a humbling train of thought. Okay, streamer never stops taking Yuri pills. June never ends. Pride month ends when I say it does, and I ain't ever. Anyway, that's the love of my life. I've said that about a lot of women. I am not a faithful man. You cannot trust me with your wives. I will do something uncouth and get excommunicated. I don't know exactly where this is leading anymore. I should stop talking. I will stop ogling this married woman. Celestine rushes over in quick strides and holds your hand. It seems like she's a lot to say, yet she remains silent for a moment. Oh, if I could be delusional about this line. Oh, Celestine. Oh, I cover Chapel Row in Good Luck, Babe, and it's just me basically doing a your name self-insert fanfic. She had previously been so worked up on the phone scolding you two for not delivering the invitation in person, but now that the day has finally come, she's the first one to get all teary-eyed. In the end, she merely smooths out the folds in your gloves at the wrist and says with a slightly choked voice,
真好.
You were the wingman, Celestine. You're the reason these two are getting married. They owe it all to you. Bored little unicorn, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Welcome to chat. Hello. Monray, hello. For a moment, this sounds like a setup to a confession under the soccer tree. I know, right? If I can be delusional. Seeing this, Jeremy smiles and hands her the wedding gift they brought, a pair of delicate brooches. The metal brooch in a knot pattern is studded with red crystals resembling intertwined red threads.
这是阿星看了你们写在请柬上的话，特意去定制的。
You don't deserve her, Jeremy. I don't care how glowing your pedigree. You don't deserve that goddess of a woman. My God. Celestine had this custom made after seeing what you wrote in the invitation.
说你们给了她这么响亮的名号，她可要坐实这个红线牵引人的身份。
Since you've given her such a resounding title, she'll have to live up to her role as Red Thread Matchmaker. Celestine nudges Jeremy with her arm, shooting him a look that says, you talk too much, then personally hands the brooch to you.
这些年你们一步步走过来，我都看在眼里，所以就不多说了。
I've watched you two grow together each step of the way over the years, so I won't say much more.
接下来的路，你们也要陪着彼此，走得越来越好。
I hope you'll continue to walk this path together and grow even closer. The gift box in your hand seemed to grow heavier, and the warmth of their intentions nearly brings you to tears again. I feel like Rosa's the most, like, emotional in this card compared to the others. Like, by a lot, actually. Thank you, Celestine. Thank you, Jeremy.
谢谢。一会儿可以找工作人员带你们入座。
I like your tux, too,
给你们留
Artem.
了最好的位置。
Thank you. The staff will show you to your seats in a moment. I've reserved the best spots for you. I've watched us two grow together. Celestine, your vows are so beautiful. Yes, I do. DJ's even more delusional than I am. Is it wrong to sing Good Luck, Babe at someone else's wedding reception? I have to pin it. I have to pin it. That's so good. After hearing what Artem says, Kiki, who waits with the rest of the group to give their blessings, also gets excited. Oh my god, the other song is the do 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 do. What's it fucking called? Please don't. K Will, please don't. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. The OG K-pop fans remember. Okay, after hearing what Artem says, Kiki, who waits with the rest of the group to give their blessings, also gets excited. I want a good seat too. Let me sit next to Celeste. No, Kiki! That's my spot! Of course, I've already arranged your seats, but you'll have to enter a bit later. After all. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Don't know why. Don't know why. Okay, I'll stop. Picture tearing scene rewired my brain. I know, me too. I love that music video. And then I watched it before I became a Seongguk fan, and then later on realized that he's the male lead in that music video. And I was like, oh my god, my favorite K-drama actor was in one of my favorite K-pop videos, and I didn't know him yet back then. Anyway, time slips away amidst the murmur of well wishes, and soon the ceremony is about to begin. Austin the plus one getting completely forgotten in the favor of married women. I mean, this is my like arm candy. Does that make sense? Like, he's only here because he's hot. Celestine is so much more than just hot. You and Artem stand at the entrance of the ceremony hall, waiting for the MC to call you in. As the train of your wedding dress spreads across the floor, Kiki fusses over your appearance, making final adjustments while muttering to herself. This is also like, it's the most like found family, like familial setting, you know, like Celestine, your boss, and also matchmaker is here. Your best friend from work is here. Like, both of your husband's parents are here. I just feel like, I mean, I know it's like he's literally meant to be the normie core choice. I get that. But there's like a degree of warmth and like an authenticity to Artem's card that I just haven't, it's not the same vibe. And I get that that's the point. They're meant to have different vibes, but I can't help but be a sucker for it. This is so warm and familial, and it makes me so happy and emotional. Like, I really feel like I'm at a wedding. Anyway, I'm emotional. I feel like I'm watching my daughter get married off. So that's what you meant by making a late entrance. Don't worry, as your bestie, I promise your appearance will absolutely steal the show. There was a dust thing on my tongue, sorry. She glances left and right as she speaks, carefully adjusting the angle of your veil. The found family, this card hits better than Marius. Yeah, by a lot. By a lot. And it's because Marius has lost most of his family. Like, his mom is dead. His brother is missing, presumed dead. None of her workmates are here because they're more invested in the Artem relationship. So why would they be in the Marius card, right? Like, you get Vincent, who works for Marius. And that's kind of it. And then in Vin's card, it's literally just the two of you because Vin has to be so secretive about his life, which is like sad, but it's also like touching the way they did it. Like, I get it, but there's, it's just so, this one's just different. It hits different. And even though I'm scared of Mr. Wing, now I'm really glad I showed you guys that little bit of the personal story. Did she come to your wedding in her work clothes? Oh my God, you're right. She did come to the wedding in her work clothes. Celestine had a special outfit, but not her. She goes to work in her wedding clothes. Yes. She quickly glances at Artem, who is standing beside her, and clears his throat to cover it up before looking straight into your eyes. I'm gonna move these two a little bit. They're a little bit covering the screen, so I need to fix it. Don't know why. Don't know why. Hold on, we should make her really big. Okay. Don't let anyone who bullies you off the hook, not even Mr. Wing. That short sentence seems to have taken her a great deal of courage. You can't help but look at Artem, who lets out a confused sound. Yeah, I think that is Celestine's wedding also. He went full surprise Pikachu.
我真的做了什么让他不开心的事，确实不要放过我。
I don't think I got to the Celestine wedding story chapter, actually. I think that's why I hadn't seen that dress before. I'm so behind on the story. I won't bully Rosa, but if I ever do anything to upset her later, please don't let me off the hook. He's so honest. After speaking to Kiki, he turns to you.
可以不要瞒着我，偷偷报复，要给我机会弥补。
Aww.
因为让你不开心，绝对不是我的本意。
Aww. But please don't secretly punish me without giving me a chance to make amends, because it was never my intention to upset you. Was it Artem's engagement card? I didn't read Artem's engagement card. I didn't roll it, I think. I think I only rolled Marius's? So it's not in his personal chapter, it's in his engagement card? Fuck. Okay, I should have rolled it on the rerun. I was too locked in on Marius. My bad. This is on me. There he goes again. Oh, person, good luck. Almost there. You hold on tighter to his arm. All right, Kiki and I both believe in you. Meanwhile, the MC finishes the opening ceremony and his words ring out through the microphone. Now let's welcome the bride and groom. Da 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 da. Ah, is it time already? Tension suddenly descends, and before you can react, Kiki gives your shoulder a gentle push.
回去吧，一定要幸福啊！
Go on then. Be happy. Okay. You walk hand in hand with Artem onto the path ahead, unwavering and true. Wait, they walk on together! Wow, I like that. I guess it makes sense because she doesn't have anyone to walk her down the aisle because her mom and dad are both, shall we just call it away? Actually, when first discussing the wedding ceremony, the MC had suggested for you to walk down the aisle alone with Artem waiting for you at the end of the— Oh, immediately addressing what I'm talking about. Cool. But Artem said that he wanted to walk with you. Wait.
因为我们是爱人，也是搭档。
Am I actually gonna cry over one of the wedding cards? No way! I didn't think they could do it. I didn't think they were gonna do it to me. I thought I was impervious. I didn't think the writing would be good enough, to be honest. They took a business trip to the farm. Because we are lovers and also partners.
是彼此的见证者，彼此的同行人。
We are each other's witnesses and companions.
任何时候我都不会是他的终点。我只想和他一起去探寻我们想要的路。
I will never be her final destination. I simply wish to explore the path we both desire together. And now both of you are truly walking down this path together. Thank God I saved this card for last. I don't think I can roll the loot card after this, even if it's just because I love this one too much. I know it's so much better. There's like no comparison. I'm already tearing up, bro. What the fuck? Okay. Artem's words to the MC still echo in your ear until a soft chuckle pulls you back to reality. Huh? He's smiling. He tilts his head slightly as if wanting to say something, but holds his tongue in front of everyone. Until you walk onto the stage, where under the MC's guidance, you turn to face each other and your linked arms become intertwined fingers. This makes me think like I would love it more if that were the tradition. Like instead of the, honestly, like frankly, patriarchal tradition of like the father or sometimes even both parents handing their daughter off to the groom. I would much prefer if like, if the normal tradition, if the common tradition nowadays were for the bride and groom or the whoever, but in many cases the bride and groom were to walk down the aisle together. I don't know why I hadn't thought of that before this. I actually feel like my internalized misogyny is showing itself right now that I never thought, why don't the bride and groom just walk together? Like, why did I never think of this before? I feel stupid. Okay. He gently squeezes your palm and speaks in a very soft voice.
我刚刚在想，这条路走起来，比我想象中要短。
I was just thinking that this path feels shorter than I imagined.
但要按照之前的流程，让我什么都不做的在这儿等你，恐怕就会显得非常漫长。
But if we followed the original plan with me waiting here doing nothing, it would probably have felt like forever. You're right. You softly respond to him. After all, walking side by side on the same path is what we're most used to doing.
哎呀，新郎新娘怎么还说悄悄话呢？
Oh my, why are the bride and groom still whispering to each other? Oh. Getting caught whispering, you suddenly feel your face flush red, as if you've been caught passing notes to your crush during class. The MC winks at you and flips to the next page of his cue cards with a knowing look.
既然新人有话说，我就不抢风头了。接下来就请新郎为新娘戴上戒指，并许下最真挚的诺言。
Since the newlyweds have something to say, I shall not keep them waiting. Next, the groom may place the ring on the bride's finger and make his most sincere vows. All eyes are suddenly on Artem, but he takes out the ring and remains silent. After a while, he lets out a helpless chuckle. Speaking in front of crowds is usually what he does best, but today you catch a hint of subtle nervousness in his laughter.
我们都是法律人，今天在场的宾客里，许多都是我们的前辈或同僚。
This wedding has felt the most real, and I know that's the point of Artem, but still. I love it for feeling the most real. We're both legal professionals, and many of the guests here today are either our seniors or our colleagues.
从小，我受父母师长、各位前辈的熏陶，很早便确定了自己想走的路。
Since
但我
childhood,
心中仍然常有迷茫。
my bad. Since childhood, I've been influenced by my parents, teachers, and seniors, and determined my path early on. Yet I still often find myself feeling lost.
很奇怪吧？
Strange, isn't it?
太多挫折会让人失去信心，过于顺利，竟然也会让人怀疑自己。
I'm getting so emotional. This is ridiculous. Too many setbacks can make one lose confidence, yet having things go too smoothly can also make one doubt themselves.
曾经我以为所有这些都理应独自一人面对，因为成长本就是属于自己的课题。
Destroyed. I used to think I had to face all of this alone, because personal growth was a journey meant to be walked by oneself.
后来我才知道，爱会让人相互吸引，相互缠绕，相互解答，也相互成为彼此人生中。
Oh, the sentence structure in Chinese is really good, but I think it's hard to translate. It wasn't until later that I realized love draws people together, weaves their lives together, answers each other's questions, and becomes the most important proposition in each other's lives. Really feels like it's a full circle moment. I know, right, Rose? He pauses, and the emotions conveyed through his gaze grow even more intense. So you gaze into his eyes, not wanting to miss any emotion that might flicker through them. There lies a vast and gentle sea, brimming with restrained yet overwhelming love, its depths reaching far beyond what the eyes can see.
记不清是从什么时候开始，我不再满足于自己说过的触手可及的距离，站在身边的权利。
This is the power of a character that's had consistent writing from day one. I'm so impressed right now. I'm so emotional. Oh, fuck. These are like verbatim quotes from early on, like scenes early on in his personal story when he was like debating if he should say something to Rosa because they're coworkers and work partners. He didn't want to ruin their dynamic, you know? Like the within arm's reach thing was like a phrase he has said. I can't recall when it started, but I was no longer satisfied with what I used to say about within arm's reach and the right to stand by your side.
意识到的时候，我早已深深陷入这种不满足。
By the time I realized it, I was already deeply immersed in this dissatisfaction.
我渴望着能与你分享生命中的全部，无论是喜悦、幸福，还是迷茫、苦楚。
I long to share everything in life with you, be it joy and happiness or confusion and sorrow.
我渴望着能更进一步，成为与你最近的人。
I long to get closer to you, to become the person nearest to your heart.
但在那之前，让我再确认一次吧。你也与我同样幸福吗？
Just the writing in this card's so much better. What the fuck? This goes so hard. Oh my god, I really feel like I'm at a wedding listening to somebody's like heartfelt vows. This is crazy. I'm so emotional. Oh my god. But before that, let me confirm one more time. Are you as happy as I am? Artem steps forward and takes your left hand, but does not immediately put the ring on.
让我再确认一次，我是否像自己期待的那样，成为能托起你的风，与你交相辉映的另一束光。
Why? Oh, motherfucker. Let me confirm once more if I have become, as I hoped, the wind that lifts you up and another light that shines alongside you. It's like the lines are, you could argue, just as cliched, but they're written with the, it's the consistent toning of his character. Like, it's calling back to like things he said in other cards, right? Like, I didn't even read his engagement card. I skipped his engagement card and I'm... Fuck! Okay. Let me confirm once more if I have become, as I hoped, the wind that lifts you up and another light that shines alongside you.
是否给了你能理所当然依靠的退路与底气？
Whether I gave you a fallback and confidence that you could naturally rely on. And the fact that it's not the, like, do we vow or, like, will you marry me? Like, the all of the things that you answer I do to, that it's not the I do question, but the let me confirm question. And there's something about the re-angling of that I find extremely Artem specific. Like, his phrasing is something that only Artem, the character, would have said. Like, everyone else, it was kind of copy-paste, but with Artem, like, this would not have worked for any other character to say.
如果我做得足够好，请接受我的更进一步，告诉我你愿意。
If I have done well enough, please accept my proposal to take things further and tell me that you're willing. It's also very lawyerly of him to do it this way. In a daze, you realize that with every step Artem takes towards you, he seems to be seeking confirmation. Is he doing all right? Is he doing well? He knows you so well, and even though he knows you'll give him a positive answer, he still asks for your response over and over again. So, all you want to do is respond to all of his love with everything you have. Of course I'm willing, Artem. You're the best. Even Rosa's response is so genuine. I really feel like I'm crying at the vows of somebody's wedding. It's so well done. Finally. Oh, this was so worth spending $100. It's like I put the $100 in the home ball and I brought it to their wedding. Oh, fuck. Artem seems caught off guard by your words and the hand supporting yours trembles slightly. Imagine saying all that, right? Like, the just true eloquence from the heart authenticity, and then your bride goes like, you're the best. And you know it came from her heart. Oh! Oh my goodness. Yeah, this weirdly, even though this is the most normie chord, this did feel the least traditional. I agree with that, Kami. Artem seems caught off guard by your words, and the hand supporting yours trembles slightly. But in truth, you've wanted to tell him this so many times. When you open your eyes and see him, when you're lying in his arms before falling asleep, and even a few days ago while casually chatting with your teddy bear. I'll say it as many times as you need to. You're the best. I want to know what the Chinese was there. I'm gonna have to replay this. It's his love that gives you the confidence to chase after the clouds and the courage to meet reality head-on, like two stones colliding, like two sails unafraid of any storm. Even though this world can be chaotic and strange at times, it's because he's there that you're willing to try and love it a little more. Bro, fuck! How is it just as cliched but so much more authentic? How are they doing that? That's crazy. The lump in your throat makes it hard to speak. It like feels like it was the only one of the vows that we've read so far that it was genuinely heartfelt from both sides. But like the rhythm of the writing is perfect. It never gets stale. It has dynamics to it. Like, they did good. They did really good. I'm very grateful. The lump in your throat makes it hard to speak. Your fingertips feel cold, but Artem's palm is warm and steady.
那就让我为你戴上戒指吧。
It's almost like they wrote this one first, and then everyone else based it off of it or something. Like, that's what it feels like. Then allow me to place this ring on your finger. With utmost care, Artem slips the ring onto your finger.
抱歉，我一时忘记了之前准备的誓词，所以就说了些现在想说的话。
That's true. It was different from what he was practicing earlier. Which is literally, that's the thing that happened every time in every step of their relationship. Again, I skipped the engagement one, unfortunately. But did I? I'm gonna have to double check. I might have rolled it and not read it. But it was always like he rehearses, he prepares, he practices, and then in the moment he always speaks from the heart. And that's like one of my favorite things about Artem's Gap. I apologize. I forgot the vows I had prepared earlier, so I just said what was on my mind right now. I agree, this is way better than what he was rehearsing. Your eyes start burning with tears again. Others might believe his excuses, but you know he couldn't possibly forget. After all, you'd caught him reciting those vows over and over again just a while ago. So it's like not that he forgot, but that he chose to speak from the heart. How much must he have wanted you to have a wedding full of surprises and unexpected moments to change his carefully crafted vows into an impromptu speech? You seize Artem's hand in the moment, no longer wanting to recite the script you had prepared, instead letting your instincts express the waves of emotion surging in your heart. No need to apologize. I'll listen carefully to everything you have to say. You know what, Artem? I think I'm the luckiest person in the world. You always tell me that I deserve all of your love. But in fact, it's because you understand and accept everything about me that I've become who I am today.
我也一样，因为有你，我才是现在的我。
I feel the same way. Because of you, I've become who I am today. That's why you have the courage to see spending your lives together as your most sincere promise and see the long journey ahead as your most precious gift. It's because you exist for each other that you've become better versions of yourselves. You put the ring on Artem's finger as he gently holds you in his arms. As flower petals rain down, you bury your face in his embrace, no longer able to hold back your tears.
怎么又哭了？
Why are you crying again? Artem chuckles softly as he takes half a step back, turning his head to gaze at you. It is interesting. I feel like every Rosa is also a little different. Like each of them brings out a different side of her. Seeing that you're still crying, he gently lifts your veil in the shower of flower petals, shielding your faces from the guest's gaze. Then, he gently kisses away your tears. The cheers and applause from the guests are blocked out by his presence, and all you can hear is his voice.
我爱你。
We'll just let Mr. Chalu handle that line. I'm gonna eat my fucking arm, bro. Artem is truly what we mean when we say that like ultimate games ruin men. It's only men like Artem. The rest of them are whatever. Artem ruins men. Yeah, there's a third part. I think the format we've noticed so far is that it's like formal ceremony and then like post-ceremony second private moment or more private moment because the ceremony was, except in Vin's case, public. And so in Marius's case, they did a second secret vows session. And that was the better part of the card. I like that part a lot better. Because it actually called back to earlier parts of their story. The banquet continues until the afternoon. Actually, when I think about it that way, Marius's card hits a little harder because like the nature of his character is that he always has to put on a show. Like the version that he displays to the world, it's necessary that it's like a facade. That's just what it means to be him. And his comfort is in finding authenticity with only Rosa. And so the fact that they had a second, more private vow session after the actual ceremony was like really sweet. And actually the staginess of his wedding becomes more resonant from that angle. Okay. I still don't forgive the writing, but the format I can forgive now. Okay, all right, I'll come around a little bit. The banquet continues until the afternoon. After most of the guests have left, you hand the bouquet to Kiki.
可是我还没谈恋爱。
But I haven't dated anyone yet. She's one of those K-poppies. Caught off guard by the bouquet that's suddenly being thrust into her arms, Kiki looks a bit surprised. Who says a bouquet has to represent love? It's a symbol of happiness and good fortune. If you meet the right person someday, of course I hope you'll be able to hold on to that love. But until you meet him, Rosa, until you meet them, I wish you peace and happiness every day, success at work and great fortune.
我爱你，我要和你做一辈子的。
I want to be besties with you forever! Kiki throws herself into your arms, hugging you tightly. She quickly lets go and waves the bouquet.
虽然很想一直霸占你，不过现在好像得先把你还给某个人了。我先去把花插起来。
As much as I'd love to keep you all to myself, I think it's time to return you to a certain someone. I'll go put these flowers in a vase first. Following her gaze, you turn around to see Artem waiting for you. After the guests leave, the hall falls into a vast silence. He leans against the stairway corner nearby, gazing at the welcome signs he arranged with his own hands. Both your names are written on them. This is the second time you've seen him by the stairs today. Both times he doesn't look at you, yet his eyes are filled with nothing but you. Artem! You call out his name and run toward him, feeling a warm tenderness spreading through your heart. It was Artem that caught the bouquet at Celestine's wedding. Oh, that makes sense. That totally tracks. This is exactly what I expected when you guys said that was Celestine's like wedding illustration. Artem stretches out his arms to catch you, helping fix your veil that got disheveled when you fell into his embrace.
捧花送完了。
Are you done giving the bouquet? Yeah, let's go. You lift your head and gently kiss the corner of his lips. You didn't hear the familiar melody during the ceremony, so you know that there's still another surprise coming. The same one you accidentally stumbled upon before the ceremony began. Artem leads you out of the auditorium. A vinyl record player and several long tables with drinks and desserts are prominently displayed in the small plaza, and the guests have not yet left. Wait, okay, important context if you don't go here. Artem and Rosa, like, in the event, they made it really clear that like one of the ways after they moved in together, one of the ways they like pass the time together is they will put on a vinyl record and dance together in their living room. It's so cute. They're so cute. Anyway, that's probably why the vinyl record player is here. Before you can ask, the record begins to spin. As the first string of notes flows out, you feel momentarily dazed. He tricked you! He tricked you! Us. He tricked us. Huh? Why is it por una cabeza? Amidst the melody of the strings, Artem's voice is tinged with nostalgia.
刚刚看着姓名牌的时候，我发现
Right now, I'm so grateful that I've only read maybe like 4 or 5 Artem cards over all of these years. And one of them was por una cabeza. I know I also was like for one head, but the song is literally, you can look it up. It's like an actual track. It's a tango. Yeah. I'm glad that por una cabeza was the one of the few Artem cards I've actually read out there. I've liked every Artem card, but por una cabeza was one of my favorites. Okay. Just now when I was looking at the nameplate, I noticed
我好像特别喜欢我们的名字排在一起。
how I seem to love seeing our names together.
那次学院舞会上也是，当时我与主办舞会的老师们说，你是走燃的舞伴。
I felt the same way at the university's ball. I told the teachers who organized the ball that you were my dance partner.
其实那时候，对于我们的关系，我还有点忐忑。
I think that was still during year 1, right? Like they weren't official yet, I think. Back then, I was still a bit uncertain about our relationship.
但回忆起来，当年说出这句话的时候，我也觉得很幸福。
But thinking back, I was also very happy when I said those words. It's interesting that they would so consistently reference a card story instead of a thing in the personal story. Like, that's quite a choice. I guess most of us rolled that card, though. Like, it was a really good one. He pauses for a moment, smiling as he pulls himself away from the memories. Oh no, I've triggered Bruna. Sorry, buddy.
愿意再与我跳一支开场舞吗？
Would you care to dance the opening waltz with me again? He doesn't make any inviting gestures or use any formal words, his tone casual, as if merely striking up a chat. But time seems to wind back several years. and Artem's figure seems to gradually overlap with the image of him from back then, when he'd bowed and asked you to dance. Everything flows smoothly, as if you have rehearsed it countless times. Led by his hand, you walk step by step to the center of the floor, your arms naturally rising with the music to rest upon his shoulders.
现在我没有什么思虑了。
I no longer have any doubts. Me neither. Artem tightens his grip on your waist. The wedding dress is much heavier than a tango dress, but the warmth from his palm feels even more fervent than it did back then. The gentle intimacy drifts with the rising melody and melts into the warm sunlight that showers across the entire plaza. Dancing lovers always harbor countless thoughts, and can only express them through passionate dance. These words are what you and Artem once said to each other on different occasions. Now that you have waded through the rivers of worries and concerns, your love only grows stronger, and your dance steps become ever more passionate. It's por una cabeza. Cabeza? Something like that. Now and then, so similar yet so different. Artem. Between the dancing notes of music, you speak softly. Different times, different places, different relationships, but one thing remains constant. I am your one and only dance partner. He lowers his head with a smile and presses his forehead against yours.
我很荣幸。
So sweet. I'm gonna get cavities. The dance ends, yet the record keeps spinning. The applause cleverly fills the gap between music transitions, and soon a familiar and upbeat blues melody begins to play.
接下来是属于我们的第二支舞。
Now it's time for our second dance. It's that song from Lurid Story. Maybe a card I didn't read. Artem continues to invite you with a casual tone, but your emotions become increasingly difficult to suppress. How long is a dance supposed to last? It feels like minutes, yet also like years. You follow the rhythm with your dance steps while letting your thoughts drift through vast fragments of memories. Yeah, Lurid Story is quite the title, isn't it? Lurid. Artem in the corner of the coffee shop, Artem sharing his past with you in the movie lounge, and Artem right now standing inches away from you. What's up, dudes? Necromancer, welcome. Time rewinds like a vortex between heaven and earth, but at the center of the whirlpool are Artem's eyes, bright and unchanging through the years. As the upbeat music comes to an end, Artem finally explains the reason behind this surprise.
其实这是咖啡店的店主特意为我们录制的唱片，作为我们的新婚礼物。
Actually, this record was specifically recorded by the coffee shop's owner as our wedding gift. I see.
按照那里的习俗，婚礼上最重要的环节就是舞会。
According to their customs, the dance is the most important part of a wedding.
所以他问我要了一份曲目清单。为了融合每首音乐的风格，还专门请乐队翻奏了一次。
So he asked me for a song list, and to blend the style of each piece, he even had the band perform a special rendition.
是希望我们的仪式上也能有一场幸福浪漫的舞会。
He hopes we can also have a joyful and romantic dance event at our ceremony. You say you weren't involved in planning the surprise, but you clearly were. As you talk, the third piece of music— oh, there it is! We weren't tricked. They were all here. The third piece of music begins to play. This time, it is finally A Valse for a Night, the one you heard this morning. As if on cue, dusk has fallen. The weather today is especially beautiful. The sunset casts a soft pink hue over the distant sky. The blend of orange and pink makes reality look just like a scene from a movie. Which, again, would usually be such a cliched sentence, but specifically in the context of Artem, the film critic. Artem reaches a hand out to you, and he seems to notice this rare coincidence as well.
我们的运气总是很好。
We've always had good luck. You chuckle softly as you take his hand. Yeah, but we haven't learned this dance before. What should we do? Can we rely on luck?
没关系。
That's fine. Artem moves behind you, guiding you to step in time with the music.
现在大家都在跳舞，没人会注意我们。
Oh, so this is how they get their little private moment? You distract all the guests. Everyone is dancing now. No one will notice us.
况且，跳舞和人生一样，无所谓错不错。
Besides, like life itself, there's no right or wrong way to dance. You can tell he's quoting lines from a classic movie, but something feels subtly different from what you remember. The original line clearly begins with "unlike life." You turn your head to look at him, and he gazes persistently into your eyes.
一样。
They are the same.
如果我们的人生也是一部电影，我想注定会发生的事只有一件。
oh my god, reading these lines about like movies as they work into Artem's writing, I'm realizing what I was missing the most from Marius's. In his engagement card, they did a really good job using his like his core as a painter was extremely significant, and it's not just like mindset stuff, but also his literal style of painting. Like he's like influenced by like the old Dutch artists of like a very specific generation that use a lot of like chiaroscuro type techniques, right? Like it was all about light and shadow, and how you use light in your painting to guide the attention of the viewer. And it's like the high contrast is what gives it the striking drama, right? Like these are the parts of his particular chosen style of painting that he's like the old Dutch masters. Like Z's art style is specifically that. And I felt like every line that they tried to put into his wedding card story that was hearkening to his identity and his life as a painter were like cheap surface level shots. Like none of them were substantial. The most substantial image that they had was like the whale song one, which wasn't like a theme that we knew about before. It was never referenced before to my knowledge. So yeah, they super missed a lot of things that could have been used for his writing. This just wasn't there. And the like obvious absence of these themes was what made it feel hollow, versus like Artem's is hitting every note. Like every aspect of like recurring themes that we have come to learn about Artem and Rosa's relationship over the years, I don't think they've missed a single beat. Like not a single story or development beat was missed, and that's what makes it feel so authentic to him, to Artem. Anyway, I'm glad we're here to talk about movie endings now. Thank you, Artem, for making me realize what was wrong with Marius's card, because I could not put my finger on it. Other than the fact that it was like cliched and a little redundant, like couldn't quite put a word to the specifics of my criticism. I couldn't put my finger on it until now. Okay. If our lives were a movie, I believe there would only be one thing destined to happen.
属于我们的伏笔与暗线，已经铺满我人生的脉络。
What a line. The foreshadowing and subplots that belong to us have already filled the veins of my life.
所有情节中，只有我们的相爱有迹可循。
So all of them had a line that had to do with traces, like 痕迹, like the traces you leave behind. Only this one has hit for me. Among all the plots, only our love left traces to follow. What the fuck? It's also especially relevant because of the way they've done the like in many like we love each other in every life type thing. They do it all the time in the AU stories, and especially in that one like Chinese wedding one from I think 2 years ago. And that was like heavy foreshadowing. This is so good. Artem, this is so good. Your team did so good. They did you such justice. Artem fans are eating so good. I'm so glad you're my number 2. Little anticlimactic of a phrasing, but I gotta be honest. Okay, anyway.
至于其他
As for the rest, the music's beat grows stronger as Artem extends his arms and you spin away in the opposite direction. As the distance grows, the latter half of Artem's words is drowned out by the music. But you already understand the words he leaves unspoken. Dancing is about freedom. What matters isn't how the steps are arranged, but continuing to dance with those by your side. Life is the same. The passionate moment fades in an instant, and following the rhythm of the drums, you twirl back into his arms. The sunset casts a warm glow on Artem's profile, and your heart skips a beat along with the music. In the next moment, your arm is gently tugged, and you instinctively look up to meet Artem's tender gaze.
刚才的角度，我看不到你的脸了。
I couldn't see your face from that angle just now. The music happens to pause for a beat, highlighting his barely audible voice.
我想一直看着你。 我想一直看着你。
赵露, oh my god.
我想一直看着你。
great line delivery. That was insane. That was insane. Elizabeth, welcome in. We're playing Tears of Themis. They're getting married. It's been 5 years. Me too. After all, today is a once-in-a-lifetime event. Before you can finish what you are saying, Artem gently shakes his head.
不只是今天。
The angle of the setting sun seems to change, or perhaps the two of you have turned away from the sunset as you continue spinning. When Artem smiles, a gentle ray of light sweeps across his brow and eyes. You cannot help but follow the shifting light and shadows, tracing his expression with your gaze. Perhaps this is what it means to be in love. Even when you can see each other every day, you still yearn to never miss a single moment of his smile. Even though the sun will rise again tomorrow, you still yearn to hold on to every precious moment of happiness before today's sunset fades away. Then I have a good suggestion. You blink at him, mimicking the female lead's mannerisms from the movie. Let's dance again, right here in the plaza, until tomorrow comes. You cheeky bastard, Rosa, that's so cute. But I wonder if we'll have enough music here to dance the night away. You hear his laughter behind your ear again.
那只唱片机可以自动移动唱针，整张唱片的曲目播放完毕后，会重新回到外圈。
I need a record player that does that. That record player can automatically move its needle, and when the entire record finishes playing, it returns to the outer groove.
只要我们想跳，就可以一直跳下去。
As long as we want to dance, we can keep dancing. Artem tightens his grip on your fingers and pulls you into his embrace. Even through the formal attire, you can still feel his heartbeat. So you freely raise your arm, lifting his hand along with yours. Then let's dance until tomorrow. On any other day, you would think such words are a bit exaggerated. After all, you're not professional dancers, and wedding dresses and tailcoats are not really suited for extended dancing. But today, you have the privilege of romance. You can dream a dream from which you will never wake and speak your wishes into reality like sweet little lies. You can forget about everything else and simply indulge in this spontaneous romance, pouring all your inexpressible love and emotions into each dance step, moving closer and closer to him. Until nightfall, until tomorrow comes. In fact, standing ovation. What the fuck? Jesus fucking Christ, Hoyo. I was starting to lose hope in you guys having any good writers left on the team, but clearly I was mistaken, and I will eat my words and I will apologize. Sorry for thinking you had no good writers left. Clearly you do. Yeah, Elizabeth, this is a Hoyo game. All that for number 2. Listen, Tristan. I can make amends somehow. Maybe he'll be number 1 after this if they keep disappointing me with Marius's writing. Oh, motherfucker, that was so good. I'm actually so relieved because honestly, if they had thrown the writing for even Artem's card, I would have quit this game. Like, I had made up my mind already. I was gonna quietly quit this game and just like not make a fuss about it. And if people were like, why don't you stream Tears of Themis anymore? I'd be like, oh, I feel like I'm waiting for their writing quality to get good again. You know, I had like thought about this. I've thought about this. I can't. That's the thing about Hoyo, right? Is right as you're like, oh, these guys are like in shitified beyond saving. They show up with just the craziest piece of writing you've ever fucking seen. And you're like, man. God, paralogism was really good. I was ready. Like, it's not that Nalan was bad necessarily, but it was quite mid. I think the themes were great and they pulled it off at the end of the day, but like a lot of the getting there was a little like molasses in a bad way. And then paralogism happened. And I was like, okay, I see. And then people were like, oh, and Nod Cry gets really good. And I'm like, okay. Yeah, it's like love bombing after I'm in an abusive relationship with Hoyoverse. Who's that one dude in Hoyo that finally came back after from their AL? I don't know what's AL. I mean, at least this company didn't have to Thanos snap a whole boy out of there. Tristan. Don't wake the lads players. They're really mad. Shh. The lads players are like really pissed off right now. You don't want to get on their bad side. Shh. Shh. What? We didn't mention any other Otome game here. We wouldn't. We're only talking about Tears of Themis and Hoyoverse. What lads? Yeah, I'm sorry to all the lads gamers. It honestly looks like a hot mess. Again, it really is pure favoritism. It's pure favoritism. Like, I'm glad. I'm glad they chose Artem as their favorite. Although, I think it's really funny that they're very conscious that Marius is their moneymaker. Like, I think it's really obvious that they are very aware that Marius makes them the most money. The lads that go to the pub, yeah. A cheeky Nando's with the lads, you know. I'm not talking about any other lads. No. I never. Never. Anyway, let's look at these rings.
这是一个承诺，一份约定。
Fuck, maybe I buy the Artem rings.
也是我对余生最真诚的期许。
I like really wanted to buy one of the sets of rings, but I don't like Marius's. I mean, the concept is really cute. It's just not my style or color. And then I was like, Vin's is my style and color, but I don't want to wear a fucking Vin ring. But an Artem ring, I could see myself wearing. And they're mixed metallics, and I think that's really cool. And their whole sun and moon imagery, great. It's fantastic. It's just a little too bedazzled. I would wear Artem's ring. I would wear Artem's ring. Like, isn't it cool how the moon craters are like a texture on his... That's just so... I love that. I love that. And I'm a sucker for hammered gold. And that's such a fun execution of like the hammered gold format to try and get it to emulate like the texture of the surface of the moon. It's just... Hoyo has favorites. The little matching stars too, yeah. Ah! Okay. Also, am I crazy? Or is this the only ring holder that is, like truly has them as equals? Because, hear me out. This one has one on top and one on the bottom. Granted, Rosa is on the top. But, there's something really specific about Artem always making sure they're side by side, you know? Let's see Vin's. 1 second. Where's Vin? Where the fuck is Vin? Am I blind? Oh, here he is. Vin's is, I think, 2 flowers and one is a little bigger than the other. Yeah. It's 2 flowers, like a rose and a poppy. So one for Rosa, one for Vin. And then one leaf is raised. Again, Rosa's the one who's elevated. Like, great. I'm happy for you guys. But still. Wait, no, hold on. Rosa's... Oh, I see. Rosa's leaf petal is elevated, but her ring is on the lower leaf. So the only one that's truly, like, intentionally mirror image side by side is Artem's. And I feel like that's significant. Because the whole point is that they are equals, like, in everything. Like, at work, they're partners also.
这是一个承诺，一份约定，也是我对余生最真诚的期许。
I'm happy for you, Rosa. I'm happy for you, Artem. God, look at her. She looks so happy. Their live 2D work is so good, too. I could just sit here and watch them loop like this for, like, a long time. The birds like the mandarin ducks. Still number 2. I, honestly... Like, for the first time... Can't immediately say... Yes. Like, up until now, I've always been like, oh yeah, far and away number 2. Marius is far and away my number 1. But I have read so many consecutive disappointing Marius stories now. Like, there have been too many, like, consecutive Marius stories that have not impressed me. And it's wearing me down. I shouldn't speak too soon though, because I haven't read a majority of the cards that I own. I've read like 30% of them. So I don't think I should jump. That being said, Artem has not let me down a single time yet. Like, there does not exist an Artem card that I've been disappointed by. So he's at a 100% hit rate, and Marius is more like a 50-50. Very different percentages, those are. Enunciated the fuck out of that T. I meant that shit. Okay. What do I do with myself? Stream is only... We're only 2 hours in. Do you guys want to finish the confession chapter with me? Because I was catching up. We should do it. We should do it. My battery's going to die, so I need to plug this in. Give me a moment. Because I think I could finish in probably an hour. I think we should do it. I think you guys should get a taste of how good the writing in this game... Actually, I was about to say how good the writing in this game used to be, but I feel like we just read, like, writing that was equivalent. It was on par with how good it used to be. But Blossom Chapter is when they... It's the confession. There's 4 episodes to it, and I am... a third into episode 4 or something like that. So the only context you guys would need to catch up is basically that in each of these 4 episodes of the confession chapter, they've been, because they're work partners, like they're lawyers that have been paired up together at their law firm to like work on cases together to sort of split the workload. And so there's been kind of a different case every time. I believe, I don't remember the first one at all anymore. The second one was like a divorce where they were helping someone like get out of I think a bad relationship or something like that. It was like something about a divorce. The third episode was, I literally just read this and I can't remember anymore. This like girl at a hospital got kidnapped and like held for ransom. Except it's like confusing because the person who did it is like a janitor who works at the hospital who like everybody loves, is a really good person, would never do that to her, sees her as kind of almost like his own daughter. Like everybody at the hospital knew this, and Artem is his defense attorney, and that's how they get involved. Yeah. And they basically like clear his name and figure out why that all happened. It's like the whole backstory, obviously. Lance Lapping, hello. Lance Lapping, rather. Welcome. Probably wrong word. Woobification and reduction? Wait, what do you mean? Flanderization? For what? Same curse of Genshin popularity this year's towards lowest common denominator mass market appeal. It could be part of it. Honestly, I suspect because this is Hoyo we're talking about, I suspect they tried to incorporate AI tools into their workflow as much as they could. Because again, this is Hoyo, and I think it backfired. I think it like fucked their writing quality. That's my completely far-fetched, I don't think it's that far-fetched, but my personal hypothesis that is not grounded in like literally anything except for the fact that we know Hoyo's really trigger happy about AI. So. You're so far behind on the main story. Yeah, I'm super behind. I'm incredibly behind. Okay. I'm even Marius is. Well, Marius I'm like caught up in weird ways. Like spotty caught up. Okay, but we're gonna maybe finish at least this chapter because I want to see the confession. Okay, at 9 o'clock. There's one, oh sorry, and then the case that they're working on now is, for part 4 is a, not officially a case given to their Themis law firm yet, I think. I'm not super sure. They might not be officially working on this case yet, but like a professor killed himself jumping off of a building. And they're like investigating the situation. I think they like know the professor from one of the earlier cases. There's like a connection there, but I'm not super clear on the details of the case. Okay, anyway. My theory is Artem's the control or base character. Yeah, I agree, Finn, I agree. I think Artem's the one that like gets written by human beings. And then I don't know if it's necessarily AI writing everyone else's stories, but I think that they use him to set the format, and then the structure they will replicate across the rest of them. That's my guess, and again, founded on nothing. Apropos of nothing except that his writing is consistently the best. The fact that he's the most consistent is telling, actually. Like, it does say something about their process. Or at least the way they've assigned people and, like, writers. Like, most likely there's just a writer assigned for consistency's sake across the characters. Maybe Artem's writer had the least turnover. Maybe it's been the same guy this whole time, whereas everyone else had, like, turnover. I don't know. It's possible, but... many possible explanations. The end result being that no matter whatever our speculation may be, Artem is obviously the most consistently written character. You just can't prove it. I can't prove it. Yeah, I cannot prove it. It just feels like it's probably true. Photocopy of a photocopy. Yeah, or like a 3D machine. Sorry, a 3D printer made by a 3D printer. Okay. At 9 o'clock, there's 1 hour before the restaurant closes. And we're here. Artem brought Rosa here for dinner because they were looking into this case, basically. Okay. By the time you've mostly finished your dinner, the number of customers has decreased. There are only a few tables remaining. After giving a heads up to his coworkers, Cyrus clocks out in advance and comes over to your table.
抱歉，久等了。我们去角落的那个位置说吧。
Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's go to the table in the corner. You know, it's just like 2 people and whatever's in their documents folder. Yeah, 100% Applebee's. 100%. Yeah, Pamzer, I think probably the most believable theory is that he is the most dedicated writer. Yeah, who's just like completely Artem pilled. Okay. You get up from your original seat and watch his reaction. There's no sign of panic or tension on his face, only a deep exhaustion.
无论别人怎么说，反正在我看来，
Yeah, this is the guy who committed suicide like early in the story that they're looking into. No matter what the others say, if you ask me, Mr. Whitaker would never commit suicide.
出事前几天我还去过他家。
Toy Fairy! Hello! We just finished Artem's wedding card, so you guys are in our post-wedding revisiting the confession chapter segment now. But welcome in. Hello, I hope you had a good stream. Let me do a quick shout out. Also, if you guys haven't heard, Toy Fairy released an English cover of the Witch Hat Atelier ending. It's really well done. You guys should go suffer over those lyrics because we all suffered over those lyrics. Now you also have to suffer over those lyrics. If you want to drop the link, Toy Fairy, feel free. I think I might have to permit you to do that, but let me... Okay. I went to his place a few days before the accident. He was not acting unusual at all. Oh, I should say, thank you for the raid. Please go rest if you need to. We're gonna continue reading. This is Artem's confession story, so if you're even more behind than I am, but I'm behind in weird ways, then maybe don't be here. According to the police investigation, Robert Whitaker was indeed alone when he fell. He couldn't have been murdered.
但是侵害的定义不单纯只包括身体，也包括心理方面。
Oh yes, here's the YouTube link, guys. There we go. However, the definition of assault does not only include the physical kind, but also the psychological aspects.
我们就是为了弄清楚是否有人通过刺激白玉轩而导致了这起案件，才会继续在这里。
The cover's not in your own pod. I always forget to update my like new song command too. We're investigating to find out whether someone was provoking Robert Whitaker. I see.
我明白了。如果有什么能帮到你们的地方。
If there's anything I can help you with, please let me know. I'll tell you everything.
好，那我们就开始吧。
Sure, let's get started. So was it Bruna earlier who was like commenting on the voice acting? I think you'll hear in these parts a little bit more of like the normal, like less breathy, whispery, intimate kind of sound that you've been hearing more in the wedding cards. And then also remember that Vin's card was like probably all AI generated. So yeah. Cyrus, according to your neighbors, you frequented Mr. Whitaker's house. Can I ask why?
那是白老师邀请我去的。他是为了照顾我。
I might just read over their voiceover to go a little faster, if that's okay. I won't read over Artem, but I'll read over NPCs. That's because Mr. Whitaker invited me over. He was trying to take care of me. He was trying to take care of you. Yeah, I'm from a single-parent family, and my mother is currently hospitalized for the treatment. Mr. Whitaker was worried about my livelihood. That's why he'd often take me home for dinner. I might have to turn it down lower so it doesn't clash as much. I also often have to work part-time to earn money. To prevent me from falling behind, he'd also use that opportunity to help me with my studies. It seems like Robert Whitaker cared a lot about his students. Did you notice anything abnormal while you were over at his house? It could be something happening in his family or Mr. Whitaker himself. Abnormal? I don't think so. To me, Mr. Whitaker didn't have any financial trouble, so he definitely wouldn't be in debt. Also, he was positive, optimistic, and encouraged me often, so I really can't imagine why he'd, and at such a young age, too. Is that so? A former intern at the firm once said that Robert Whitaker had a history of depression. It's also difficult to deem whether his seemingly optimistic side is his true self or a facade that he put on in front of his students. Who flamed Wabbit Wabbit? So behind, I forget what case this was. I mean, it's weird because I think I've read everybody's Bloom chapter, but I haven't finished anybody's Blossom chapter. I keep telling myself I'm saving it for a rainy day, I'm saving it for a rainy day, and then 5 years later I still haven't done it. So that's what I mean by I'm behind in a weird way, is that I've like caught up, but I'm also super not. There are like major gaps in my caught upness. Cyrus, you should have been in school on the day of the incident. Can you roughly describe the situation that happened? Okay. It was a Tuesday, and as per usual at Hoover High School, we were allowed some extracurricular time before the evening tutoring session. Usually, we do things like drawing, tennis, or crafts, which were organized by the teachers. A few classmates and I didn't do well in a test, so we stayed behind to review the test questions. I was getting a headache from all the studying, so I went to the window to get some fresh air, then I saw the thing that happened at the old school building. Saying so, Cyrus's expression morphs into a grimace. It seems like this isn't something that he wants to recall. The reason you're caught up is because of the story. Oh, you followed it on TikTok already? That's wild. This is why I don't want to get spoiled like that, as I'm not on TikTok. You and Artem share a look, deciding not to pursue it. You change the topic. Oh, now Artem's too quiet. Okay, I'll just try to talk louder. Did Mr. Whitaker also organize some extracurricular groups? Yeah, he did. If I remember correctly, he was in charge of the non-woven fabric crafts this semester. Non-woven fabric crafts. Yeah, Mr. Whitaker was very skilled at it. When I went to his house, I saw many trinkets that he made. That reminds me, 15 minutes after the extracurricular group started, someone came to my classroom looking for Mr. Whitaker. Mr. Whitaker didn't go to his extracurricular group after his classes ended. Something must have happened during that time. Have the police checked the footage from the surveillance cameras? Well, the police tried to track Robert Whitaker from the very beginning. However, there are many blind spots near the old school complex. The cameras only managed to capture him going up to the roof 5 minutes before the incident. What exactly happened during that period of time? Cyrus, can you give us a brief overview of Hoover High School? The school. If we're only looking at university advancement rates, then it's a good school. Cyrus Poole seems apprehensive, hesitating as he speaks. However, Artem notices all of this. Before determining the cause of Mr. Whitaker's death, we must screen and exclude all the possibilities one by one. Because the school is where the incident happened, we want to find out if there are any factors in the school that might have contributed to Mr. Whitaker's suicide. Oops, I keep tapping too fast. Please be assured that we will not tell the school anything that you tell us today. Cyrus Poole swallows. Ooh, that's relatable. I also went to an extremely demanding high school where a lot of people killed themselves. Which I don't say to just as a shock factor, it's just simply a statement of fact. That I grew up in an area where a lot of high school students kill themselves not from bullying, but because of academic pressure. In high school! Which is crazy to me. Despite our school having a high university advancement rate, at the same time the rules are also extremely strict, to the point of being excessive. Even for the more general rules, there are dozens of them. There will be things about classroom discipline, campus hygiene, and expected social behaviors. And that's not even going into the finer rules. There are even strict regulations on how classmates can interact with each other. For example, how close you can be, what can be said, what can't be said, it's all written up there. And if broken, the punishments are very severe. The lightest punishment is a school-wide letter of condemnation. The heaviest punishment is expulsion from the school. Everything in between is also fair game. That's pretty intense. It's like a super toxic study environment. What about the teachers? Are they also subjected to these harsh rules? I'm not too sure about this. I've only heard a few things from Mr. Whitaker in private. He said that it isn't all that different from how it is for students. It seems like there's a separate set of rules for the teachers, with there being evaluations once in a while. My school is very prominent in the education field. If a teacher is dismissed because of misbehavior, it'll be very difficult for that teacher to find a good job again. I see. I feel stifled by the rules just by thinking about it. Okay. Oh, 3 things. Okay.
采华中觉得校规那么严苛，所以你打工这件事，学校知道吗？
With the rules at Hoover High School being this strict, it's a little illogical to allow students to take up part-time jobs. Does the school know about your part-time job?
知道。之前我就在发传单的时候，被白老师撞破过。
They do. I bumped into Mr. Whitaker while handing out flyers before, but my family's in a bad spot, so there's no way I can afford the school fees unless I work part-time. Because of this, Mr. Whitaker helped me to submit my application to the school many times. In the end, the school finally decided to make an exception for me. Oh. After this, not only did he lend me money, but he also introduced me to this restaurant. The work here is much easier than before, and the pay is also very good. As he speaks, his eyes turn slightly red. He really was a good teacher. He definitely was. I've always been very thankful for him. I'm from the Bay, yeah. Yup. Well, we weren't even the highest incident rate. Like, my high school area wasn't even the worst school district in the Bay Area for suicides, because the highest suicide rate was Gun High, which was South Bay. I'm not near there. I mean, I'm kind of like we all grew up knowing about Gun High's incident rate. Yeah, I'm closer to the East Bay side. Let's put it that way.
在你看来，白玉轩和其他老师之间的关系怎么样？
Cyrus, from your perspective, how was Robert Whitaker's relationship with the other teachers?
详细情况我也不清楚。
I'm not sure about the specifics, but personally, I feel that his relationship with the other teachers wasn't that good. Aside from public matters, it was quite apparent that the other teachers didn't want to talk to Mr. Whitaker. Among them, Mrs. Lee was the most obvious one, especially since she always sneered and made cold remarks to Mr. Whitaker. Everyone saw this to some extent. Miss Lee. Yeah, Miss Lee's full name is Lynette Lee. She's the homeroom teacher for class 4, which is right beside us. After the incident, she's also temporarily in charge of us, class 3. Amethyst, hello! You missed the wedding. We're catching up on the confession now. 4 years ago. I see. But based on Mr. Whitaker's personality, he doesn't seem like someone to carelessly offend someone else either. I think it might be because of our class in the end.
为什么这么说？
Why do you say that? I don't really have any evidence, so this is just me guessing. Our class's grades are at the bottom of the cohort, and on top of that, some of my classmates often act against the school rules. So there was once when I was in the office, I overheard the other teachers saying amongst themselves that Mr. Whitaker didn't know how to teach his students. During the spring outing we had a while back, they didn't notice that Mr. Whitaker fell behind until they finished taking their group photo. They're like bullying a coworker? While hiking, he accidentally slipped down a slope. I was trying to save money back then, so I asked for some time off and didn't go. I don't know the specifics. I just heard that Mr. Whitaker was knocked out, got a mild concussion, and took a few days off. Only a few days off for a concussion? No matter how mild. What? Robert Whitaker was injured not long ago, and it also happened to be during the spring outing. Also, concussions have major, like, effects, neurological effects. So I assume that has something to do, probably? Yeah, the art style is really different now. It's true, Lance. Robert Whitaker was injured not long ago. Compared to the other things that happened, this incident was obviously the most suspicious one.
事后你是否问候过白玉轩，或者他是否主动向你提起过当时的情况呢？
After his fall, did you ask him about what happened, or did he tell you what happened of his own volition?
我问过，可他只说是自己不小心滑下去的，其他什么也没说。
I did ask him about it, but he said that he fell because he wasn't careful. He didn't say anything else. Okay. Cyrus, Mr. Whitaker was your class's teacher in charge. 班主任 is how they're translating teacher in charge. I think in English we would have just said homeroom teacher, but for some reason it's teacher in charge here. Okay. How was his relationship with the other students? In your opinion, were there any disagreements? I feel like that could have been a lawsuit. Yeah, but like if nobody escalates, then nothing happens, right, Hina? Cyrus furrows his brow in thought, but ends up shaking his head. I don't think so. Mr. Whitaker had a good temper, so no one openly opposed him, but...
有学生在私底下议论过他吗？
Have any students talked about him in private? Let me check my battery life real quick. Hold on one second. I don't know what's on my home screen, so I'm gonna... Oops, wrong. Okay. 37. Okay, we're good. Cyrus Poole didn't expect for Artem to see through him. A look of surprise flickers across his face.
如果我没看错的话，有过。
If I'm not mistaken, that did happen.
班级里有些
Some groups of students would whisper to one another after Mr. Whitaker left the class. So he's being bullied by his coworkers and his students?
他们具体谈论的内容
Couldn't exactly hear what they were talking about, and I'm not sure if they were saying good things, bad things, or something completely unrelated. It's not surprising for students to talk behind their teacher's back. That's also true. It's difficult to link all of this to Robert Whitaker's suicide for the time being. I know, right, Lance? Well, I'm pretty sure Luke's still alive because they had to think of something to keep him alive. But I bet they also can't let him off the hook because it would change his character too much. So he has to be constantly on the precipice of maybe dying.
所以也帮不上什么忙。
It's the teacher that moves around instead of the students. Yeah. Like, homeroom teacher is the closest concept. But teacher in charge just, like, isn't a concept that we like, I don't think we'd really have that in most English-speaking countries. Not like that. No, at least, I don't know. Not in the localizations I'm used to. Sorry, I don't know much. I can't really help. But please investigate this carefully. Even if Mr. Whitaker really chose to commit suicide, I want to know why. Cyrus chokes up and lowers his head. The conversation just now must have stirred up his sorrow. Don't worry, we'll try our best.
时间不早了，我们送你回家吧。
It's getting late. We'll take you home.
不，
No, I'm fine. I came by bike. I'll go home myself. They said he only 5 years ago. They said he only has 3 years left. Exactly. But to my understanding, it was like there was like a government drug intervention that doesn't guarantee his survival, but it extends his life. It extends his runway indefinitely. But he might still die. That's my current understanding of Luke's situation. Honestly, he's the one I'm the least interested in, so I don't pay attention to him at all. Cyrus looks frightened.
车放在后备箱里吧。走出阴霾的唯一方式就是前进，要继续前进才行。
Moving forward is the only way to get through this darkness. You have to keep going. That's what Robert Whitaker once said back when he was a student.
虽然他暂时驻足了，可你往后还有很长的路要走。
Extends his runway. Man's a startup. Yup, exactly. Sometimes I'm a little too clockable as a tech bro. Although his journey has now ended, you still have a long way to go.
所以在长成为能够彻底独当一面的大人之前，多依赖下旁人也没什么不好的。
Before you become a truly independent adult, there's no shame in relying on others. Finally, he hands Cyrus a business card.
如果往后遇到什么困难，可以随时来找我。
You can contact me if you encounter any problems in the future.
我知道了，谢谢左律师。
Okay, thank you. Looking back at Artem's back, you suddenly remember something. Carry on with his wish. When Professor Hume disappeared, that must be what Mr. Wing thought. I wonder how he dealt with the pain back then. Professor Hume is Artem's mentor, I think, who went missing or something. I don't fully remember that part, to be honest. If any Artem fans here want to fill me in. The restaurant Cyrus works in is the same area as Hoover High School. It's a short distance between the two, but his home is almost a 30-minute drive away from the restaurant. Standing in front of the residential building, Artem watches Cyrus. Oh my god, bro was gonna bike home. A 30-minute drive, he was gonna bike home. Artem watches Cyrus disappear into the corridor. Only then does he finally look away.
明天下班后，要辛苦你和我一起去趟学校了。
Tomorrow after school, please go to the school with me. Mr. Wing, does the falling behind incident during their spring outing sound suspicious to you?
从汪远的叙述中分析，白玉轩为人和善、积极乐观。
Yes, according to Cyrus, Robert Whitaker was kind and
但
positive.
奇怪的是，他却似乎和周围人的关系并没有那么
But
好。
strangely, he didn't seem to have a good relationship with the people around him, especially with the other teachers. It's very strange they only found out someone had fallen behind after they took the group photo.
没错，虽然这也可能和他所在的班级以及资历有关，
Okay, might be related to the classes he was
还是有必
teaching.
要去了解一些具体
We
情
need to
况。
understand the situation
尤其是
better,
那位汪远口中的
especially Lynette
经常对
Lee.
白玉轩冷言冷语的李老师。
As Artem speaks, he suddenly raises his head. Following his vision, you look towards the residential building. Cyrus is standing on the balcony, waving to you from a distance. In response, Artem raises his hand and gives a small wave. You can't help feeling rather moved by the kindness Artem has shown to Cyrus. Always taking care of others. I think you and Mr. Whitaker are both really great people.
我没什么厉害的。
I'm not that great. After saying goodbye to Cyrus, Artem turns around and walks towards the parking space on the side of the road.
当年帮白玉轩获得赔偿后，我就没再关注过他的情况。
I didn't pay much attention to Robert Whitaker after I helped him get the compensation.
现在想想，如果我能和他保持联系，或许在遇到困难时，他还会想起来找我帮忙。
Now that I think about it, if I'd kept in touch with him, maybe he would come to me when he had problems. Oh, Artem's blaming himself!
所以对我而言，现在只是在弥补当年没能尽到的责任而已。
So the way I see it, I'm just making up for what I failed to do back then. Is Mr. Wing... Oh, another Rosa moment? Maybe I do need that Rosa counter. As that thought comes to mind, you find yourself grabbing his arm. Mr. Wing, you once told me not to blame myself for other people's mistakes. Mr. Whitaker's tragedy is not your fault. Otherwise, I guess I should blame myself too.
后悔什么？
For what? After Professor Hume disappeared, you must be feeling the same as Cyrus does now. I couldn't do anything for you, Mr. Wing. According to your logic, shouldn't I do something to make up for it as well? I don't think you've done anything wrong. There's nothing you need to make up for. Rather than dwelling on the past, we should focus on the present, right? Under the cold and clouded moon, he reveals a faint smile. Rosa got prettier!
是该着眼于当下。
Everybody got prettier, let's be real. Except maybe Artem, just because he was pretty from the get-go. Well, you're right. We should focus on the present. Then, suddenly a phone rings and interrupts your conversation.
抱歉，我接个电话。
After picking up the phone, Artem's expression gets more and more serious as the conversation continues. After the call, oops, sorry, he gives you an update right away. The police discovered in Robert Whitaker's phone history that he had a call with Lynette Lee shortly before he fell. What? Well, that's incriminating. Lynette Lee, huh? Isn't that the teacher Cyrus mentioned that was always speaking harshly to Mr. Whitaker? Okay. Yeah, Artem didn't have an ugly face. Everyone else had an ugly face except Artem. Okay, are we gonna do it? It's gonna be like 11 more chapters. We'll see. Okay. Maybe I'll skim and summarize instead of reading every word. They're at the high school. The aura is bad. Dating is prohibited. You want to be expelled? Did the student who showed us in say this to Miss Lee?
说。
Artem probably doesn't get scolded very often because he's a straight A student. Before coming to speak to Lynette Lee, you asked the students you met on the way about her. I heard Miss Lee is your acting homeroom teacher now, isn't she? Oh, now they say acting homeroom teacher instead of teacher in charge? Oh, people don't like her. Fair enough. Why are you sick of her? Because she's strict. She looks stern, has rules, drives everyone insane. It wasn't even 4 years of content, right? Like, it was just this 1 year that I didn't read. And then every chapter after that I did. Like, I don't know what it was about the confession chapter. Blossom chapter specifically, I didn't do. But for Artem and Marius, I did every other chapter. Vin sometimes, Luke never. Yeah, she's like a substitute. But she already has her own class, so this is like a second workload she's taking on top of it. Double homework. Workplace bullying. So it really is. No. But the thing about Tears of Themis writing, any mystery story writing, is that the culprit they dangle in front of you in the very beginning is almost never the actual whodunit. Okay. It's probably true that Lynette Lee is very strict with her students. And the student comes out, and we go into the office. The rest of the teachers are out for lunch. Only Lynette Lee is still grading homework at her desk.
当然了，我们是特密斯律所的律师。
You like skipped lore? Well, that's not quite true. It's more so that I'm not here for the romance that much. Does that make sense? Like, I would never skip main story, but I don't mind gaps in personal story as much because it's just I'm not that motivated by it. Leoza Bonstel, am I saying that right? Thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Healer raid. Welcome in. Yeah, most mystery, not even mystery games, mystery stories in general. Like I've been on an Agatha Christie kick because they announced the 6th anniversary cards in the Chinese server, and I was like, let me read all of these Agatha Christie novels. By the way, I've done it. I'm done. I did it. In 2 weeks, I read 3 novels and a short story collection. For Tears of Themis. Welcome in, Raiders. Let me do a shout out really quick. Did I say your name right? Is it Leoza Bonstel? Something like that. Welcome. Nice to meet you. What were you up to? This is not main story. This is personal story. This personal story, I was really weird about reading personal story. This is Artem's Blossom chapter part 4, which is strange because I've already read all of his other chapters. For some reason, I haven't finished anybody's Blossom chapter. I like made it to chapter 2 or 3 out of 4 for, well, the 2 I care about are Artem and Marius. The other 2 I don't remember how far I made it. But for Artem and Marius, I made it into chapter 2 or 3 and then didn't finish. And then Bloom chapter came out and I felt pressured to play it, so I did. And then Engagement Story came out and I felt pressure to play it, so I played Marius' only. And then now the wedding cards are out and I have played the event story for Marius and Artem and Vin. And then I was like, I still haven't finished the fucking Blossom chapter. So now we finished Artem's wedding card story. And so now I'm here to play his personal story, Blossom chapter part 4. It's just ridiculous. I just read it so out of order. I would never do this for main story, but for some reason for personal story, again, I know this is literally a romance otome game, but I'm not really here for the romance very much. So I don't care as much about skipping personal story chapters. I think I don't think I'm that weird for that, actually. I think a lot of people are here who aren't conventional otome game. It's not like there's ever even really conventional. We're not really here with romance as the priority, if that makes sense. I think a lot of Tears of Themis gamers are a lot of us are here for the mystery of the main story. I think they actually do whodunit crime really well. They raise up the way Tears of Themis handles ethics and morality issues and justice and the law and how much is how justice frequently isn't served and societal issues stemming from that, to keep it vague. But I think they do a really good job on those themes, which for a romance game, shocking. I'm still in the Ersin arc. Me too. I think I'm finishing up the Ersin arc. Oh, wait, no, did I finish Ersin and I'm on the next one? Something like that. Yeah. My mom loves Poro. Yeah, Miss Marple is also really good. Yeah, so oh gosh, fuck. For those of you who don't know, the Tears of Themis 6th anniversary event cards dropped on China server already, and they told us which books, which Agatha Christie books each card was based off of. One of them, I think Artem's is not a book, it's a short story. It's a witness for the prosecution, which I ended up reading the entire short story collection that short story is in. And then the other one is Murder on the Orient Express, and then There Were None, and what was the other one? Murder on the Orient, and then There Were None, Witness for the Prosecution, and then I must have read a 4th book. Which one was it? Oh, A Murder is Announced. A Murder is Announced, yeah. But I don't remember which one correlates to who anymore. I only know Witness for the Prosecution was Artem's because I remember thinking that's kind of on the nose for him. I was here for the mystery and romance was the side thing. Exactly, Kurahisa. I think Tears of Themis' gamer base is different from what you might expect from otome games. We're a little different. Just by nature of the way the writing in this game works. Yeah. I'm not usually the kind of person who goes for romance stories. So this is really outside of my normal comfort zone, but I'm willing to give it a chance because I find the mystery writing good. And then the characters got me after that, so yeah. I feel like I read at least 1 or 2 back in school, but I don't remember any of that. Oh, I've never read Agatha Christie in school, I don't think. I don't think the California curriculum ever made that a thing. Anyway, sorry. Let me continue. Lynette Lee's hand suddenly stops. Ooh! She gets a Sprite!
你们是受雇于他那些没有良心的亲属，专门来找漏洞，好索要赔偿的吗？
Ask about Robert Whittaker. Were you hired by his unscrupulous relatives to look for loopholes and seek compensation? Wow, you are bitter.
我们现在主要是想调查清楚白玉轩坠楼的真相，这决定了之后该如何进一步处理这起案件。
Artem's like, we're just investigating.
如果这起案件存在其他侵害方，那赔偿当然是必不可少的。这也算是对白玉轩的一种。
If there are other offenses, there will be compensation.
随便你们吧。
It's about justice. She's like, fine.
想问什么就赶紧问。
What do you want to know? Her attitude. It seems she's not only strict with her students, but also with outsiders. She's hostile, so we get straight to the point. According to Robert Whittaker's phone history, you called him not long before the accident. Can you tell us why you call him and what you said?
这件事早上的时候，已经有警察来问过了。
Okay, the police have already been here. He didn't show up at the extracurricular group. Some students were looking for him. Then he just said okay, and that's all. Did you talk about anything else? After being questioned by you, Lee's tone suddenly becomes impatient. Are you suspecting me of something? That call lasted for less than a minute. How could I have time to talk about anything else? During your call, did you notice anything unusual in Robert Whittaker's tone?
没有，
No, he was always like that. He seemed all cheerful, but it was just a front. He was very private and kept all his feelings to himself.
看来你似乎十分了解他。
It seems that you know him very well.
这种事谁都看得出来。
Anyone could tell that about him. You don't have to know him well to see that.
那最后一个问题，在不久前的春游中，白玉轩掉队受伤了。
Asking about the time he fell during the spring outing.
其中具体情况你了解吗？他为什么会跌落山坡？
Did you know any details? Why did he fall down the hill?
不清楚。
I'm not sure. I was in I was in charge of class 4. I helped out after he got injured, but aside from that, we barely saw each other.
明白了。我们想了解的事情就这些。
I mean, it's almost definitely not her, right? Because that's how mystery stories work. But then who could it be? Maybe it's like everybody had a hand in it type beat. I see. That's all we wanted to know. We won't take up any more of your time.
慢走。
Goodbye. Lee nods coldly and goes back to burying herself in the piles of examination papers and exercise books on the desk. Yet the moment you close the door, you notice that she isn't writing. There's an unreadable expression on her face. Going back to the corridor, you let out a sigh of relief. After taking a few seconds to calm the inexplicable tension, you look at Artem next to you. Mr. Wing, Lynette Lee seemed quite calm.
那通电话正如他所说。
The phone call really did last less than a minute.
如果他没有对谈话内容说谎
If she ain't lying.
除去询问白玉轩的去向之外，他确实没时间再去谈
No time to say anything else. In a minute. Now that Robert Whittaker is dead, no one can prove what was talked about during the phone call. The investigation has reached a dead end. All you can do is try to find inconsistencies or things that might have been missed.
警方目前正在对全校其余监控进行排查，确认是否有人在白玉轩出事前接近了旧校舍。
The police are looking at the surveillance
我们
footage.
的话，可以先去看看春游时。
We're gonna go to the location where he fell. Oh, during the spring outing. Okay. Oh, bye, Lance. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, no problem. Although it's impossible to verify the contents of the phone call, the spring outing was in a public area. There may have been witnesses. For example, was Lynette Lee really nowhere near the hillside lake like she said? Afterwards, you and Artem go directly to Squaw Moor Mountain scenic area where the Hoover spring outing was held. Squaw Moor Mountain is located between Stellus and a neighboring city. It's one of the high... Sorry, I accidentally unplugged my charger. I need it. Okay. As one of the highest peaks in the region, has been a popular spot for decades. Other than hiking, the zoo inside was open recently. Countless tourists visit it every day. According to the staff, the accident happened on a temporary trail before the zoo was officially open when the entrance was not complete. It's located at the back of Squaw Moor Mountain, connecting to the side entrance of the zoo, which had been sectioned off. The park authority says that the majority of the parks are mountains and forests, which do not have full security camera footage. There's no video footage of Robert Whittaker falling. You can only visit the hill yourself to investigate. Although it is a mountain trail, the ground is flat and obviously man-made.
景区建成至今已经
No
过去
obvious
多年，
danger.
除去栏杆有老化的迹象以外，人在独处的环境下，通常会更加警惕小心才对，一般不会发
And
生这种意
Artem
外。
saying that people are usually more vigilant if they're alone. Indeed. And why did Robert Whittaker come here when he fell behind from the group? You look around. There are many twisted mountain trails hidden under the dense woods. Although they look a little steep and dangerous, they provide shortcuts that can lead elsewhere. You can't help coming up with some sinister speculation. Mr. Wing, do you think someone deliberately lured Robert Whittaker over and pushed him down the hill? This trail is only temporary and not frequently traveled. It would be easy for someone to escape unnoticed after committing a crime. Hearing this, Artem goes deep into thought briefly.
如果真是那样的话，白玉轩在事故发生之后，应该会立即报警。
I mean, unless somebody was like threatening him somehow, right? Sorry, it's just wild speculation.
能够提出不同的思路，对于案件的调查是种帮助。
It's helpful to look at the case from a different perspective. He smiles at you encouragingly without dismissing your idea.
我之前问过景区管理人员，所有春游的队伍都会有一位景区导游随行。
I checked with the park staff. All the field trip groups were accompanied by a guide.
自己，我们可以去找那位导游。像
If there was an accident, the guide would remember it quite clearly. We can go and ask the guide why Robert Whittaker was left behind. Well, let's focus our effort on Whittaker Class 3 and Lee's Class 4. Oh, I haven't seen this background before. Have I? I don't think so. According to the park personnel, there were too many people on the Hoover High School spring outing, so 2 guides were assigned to them. Both guides are busy today and are not in the guides' resting lounge at the moment. In order to save time, you and Artem decide to split up. You go to look for 1 guide each. Halfway up Squaw Moor Mountain, you find one of the guides, Mr. Lambert. He's resting with his group. Mr. Lambert, can I borrow you for a moment?
行，景区刚才已经事先
Told me on the phone already. You want to know about the Hoover spring outing, right? Yes. Do you still remember the homeroom teacher of Class 3?
你是说白老师吗？
Mr. Whittaker? Of course I do. He was a very mild-tempered teacher. I didn't think he would end up like that. When I chatted with him, I thought he sounded quite positive. Mr. Lambert, you must still remember the incident where he fell down the hill that day, right?
当然。
Of course. Park management had an incident review meeting after that. We concluded that we should take better care of the teachers as well as the students. Do you remember why he lagged behind? He didn't really lag behind. I remember he told me he was going to look for another teacher. Oh?
姓什么我忘记了，反正是隔壁4班的。
That's different from what we've been told. I forgot the name already from class 4, I think. The head teacher of class 4, isn't that Lynette Lee? Why was he looking for the teacher from class 4?
好像是听别的学生说，那位老
I
师
think some students said their teacher went missing, so he went back to look for her. But then I didn't
没听
follow it
到
up.
后
I
续
only know he accidentally fell down the hill and got injured. So Robert Whittaker didn't lag behind. He thought Lynette Lee lagged behind and went to look for her? That's strange. No one ever mentioned that Lynette Lee lagged behind, including herself. Was she misleading us? Suddenly, Mr. Lambert's phone rings. He picks up the call in front of you. Before long, he starts to frown.
踩踏事故，不是吧？也不严重啊。
Trampling?
知道了，放心，我会。
Like of plants or people? Damn. Trampling? A group of tourists accidentally fell going down some stone stairs, which caused the incident. I didn't ask for details. I hope no one got injured. I hope it's not the group Artem's looking for. After thinking him in a hurry, you run down the hill and quickly call Artem. Fortunately, the phone call connects right away. Mr. Wing, I heard there was a trampling accident on the way down the mountain. Are you okay?
没事，放心吧。我现在在山
Artem
上的
is
凉
fine.
亭长廊那里，刚刚向带队导游问完
Just
情
finished
况。
questioning the guide. Oh, I also just finished. While holding onto the chains by the stairs, you update Artem on the information you just received and prepare to go up the mountain to meet him. Hearing what you said, Artem falls into a brief period of
我听带队
silence.
导游说，李玲玲当时因为吃坏了肚子而频繁找厕所，
Oh.
所以的确是常常消失。
Oh! I heard from the guide that Lee was constantly looking for the toilet, saying she had a stomach bug. She went missing from time to time.
不过她曾和导游报备过，所以双方会同步所在位置，不存在掉队的情况。
But she told the guides. So this is just a misunderstanding? While you're thinking about whether there are any inconsistencies between the two statements, suddenly the chain railing that you're holding onto loosens. It's been broken at the joint. You lose your balance. Amidst the screams of the tourists, you fall off the hill outside the railings. The world begins to tumble in front of your eyes. The only thing you could do is protect your head with your arms. Damn, okay. Okay. Oh, just immediately at the hospital. Okay. I thought we were gonna like fall down the hill and have some realization, like scoping out the scene that we fell into. Like, oh, maybe this is illuminating about the time Mr. Whittaker fell. But no, we're at the hospital now. Okay, I've applied medication to your scrape wounds. Keep them dry and you'll recover very soon. Your arm may need to be put back in place. What? How broken is your arm? Shit. Okay, thank you. Or is it just dislocated? Hearing the nurse's description, you suddenly feel butterflies in your stomach. You want to get up from the bed to take a walk, but Artem stops you.
别动。
Don't move. He leans over, raises his hand, and puts your hair behind your ear. Mr. Wing.
马上就好。
1 minute. The faint scent of cedar on his body covers the smell of disinfectant, making your heart race frantically. He comes closer and closer, but the next second he suddenly takes back his hand. Oh? You look at his palm, where there's a small leaf.
应该是之前粘上的，一直卡在头发里了。
There actually is some Ace Attorney in this. Oh no, it's very, you can tell it's very Ace Attorney inspired. There's like, I feel like there's openly Ace Attorney references, actually. Like, at this point, you can't write a mystery game without being entirely aware of Ace Attorney. Thank you. It's like, definitely somebody was like, what if we made Ace Attorney a dating game? Like, that's how this came to be. Artem smiles at you gently. He looks calm now, no longer panicked like before. Like, I feel like every time Rosa goes, objection! I'm like, well... Oh, cool. We do get to see the falling scene. Are you okay? After you rolled down the hill, your mind was a state of disorientation. Even the sharp pain from your arm was numbed. The only thing that left an impression was Artem, who came even before the medical staff. Mr. Wing?
先别乱动，有什么地方感觉特别疼吗？
Just the arm. The rest is okay.
手臂
He carefully helps you sit up and check the injury on your arm. There's a slight tremor in his voice.
不知道是不是骨折了。
He does like, just let me kiss Edgeworth. I don't know if it's a fracture. Don't move yet.
是不是很疼？
Does it hurt? Losing his usual calm demeanor, Artem asks you the same question over and over again. Not too bad. Even when you say so, Artem still frowns tightly. His hair is messy, his forehead's full of sweat, and even his meticulous suit is full of wrinkles and dust. You are the one injured, but right now he seems even more anxious, hurt, and distressed than you.
受伤的患者就是小姑娘你吧？
So are you the little lady who got hurt? Why are you talking like that? When you're distracted, the door of the ward is suddenly pushed open. A smiling and kind-looking doctor comes in. Yes.
让我看看。
Then he picks up your arm and begins to palpate the area skillfully. The numbness from the shock of the accident has gone. Now even the slightest touch causes unusually sharp pain. Ouch.
医生，情况怎么样？
It's not serious, just a dislocated elbow. After the reconnection, apply the medication on time and you should regain some movement in a week. Oh, so it's just a dislocation, not a fracture. I think a full recovery will take about a month. During this time, don't do any heavy lifting or excessive exercise.
知道了。
Okay. Artem breathes a sigh of relief. You feel your heart jump out of your chest as you watch the doctor move. You're doing it now?
对呀，这种程度的脱臼一会儿就好。
He's like, don't worry, I'll be fast.
不过就是过程中可能有
May
些
hurt a
疼。
little bit.
小姑娘，
Young lady,
稍微
hang
原
in
谅
there. Huh? Even though it's just a simple palpation, it was enough to cause you a lot of pain. Now, if the doctor has to warn you about the pain, it must be even more excruciating. At the thought of that, your forehead begins to sweat. Let's act tough. Act tough. I'm a grown-up. I can't act so timidly in front of Mr. Wing.
不害怕吗？
Reconnection, the word for undislocating a joint. I thought it was, well, actually, I don't know. I don't know what the word is. Aren't you afraid? It's nothing. I'm fine. I have a very high pain tolerance. You clench your fist and look at the doctor. Ouch. As the doctor continues the procedure, you can't help taking a deep breath. Even without looking, you already know Artem is focusing his attention on you right now. Regardless of the pain, you hold back the tears welling up in your eyes.
结束了。小姑娘还
Relocating? Maybe. When the torture is over, you completely relax your grip. The tears you've been holding back the whole time stream down uncontrollably. Just as you try to cover up out of embarrassment.
你比我想象中要坚强。
He's like, you're a tough cookie.
不用那么坚强也可以。
You don't have to act so tough.
想哭就哭出来吧。
You can cry if you want to. Mr. Wing. He hugs you in his arms, allowing your tears to soak his shirt. Aw. Like when you got married. For some reason, even though he's not the one being treated, you can feel his hands trembling. At that moment, you suddenly realize his empathy is real. It seems he could really feel your pain. Although you don't have an answer for now, you're sure about one thing. If the same thing happens to him, you would probably feel and react the same way he does. After your dislocated arm is reconnected, you put on a sling according to the doctor's advice. Apart from having to apply medicine regularly, you're doing fine. Seeing Artem wait in line to get your medicine and answering calls at the same time, you can't help but feel worried. Mr. Wing, if you're busy, why don't you go back to the office first? I can get the medicine myself.
没事，和律所无关，只是和方月山景区有
It's
关
not
的
about
些
the
事
firm.
而已。
It's about the park. Squamor Mountain. Is it about the trampling incident?
不仅仅是那起踩踏事故，包括你的失足摔落。
Like they have a major ongoing safety issue of some sort? Your whole ass arm popped out. No one can even shit for being big sad about it. Yeah, it's true. It's true. That shit gotta hurt. Although I hear some people with joints where it's like, I forget what the word is, but it's like a type of hypermobility, I think, where they can like dislocate and relocate their joints easy. Due to the lack of maintenance, their chain railings have fallen into disrepair. This is the main reason for the 2 accidents to occur. So, Mr. Wing, are you following up with the case?
没错，既然景区存在过失，那就有必要追责。
I think double jointed is a whole other thing, Hina. Unless being double jointed also makes you more possible to get dislocated. Hyperextend? I think, isn't that also a different thing?
我来就好。
He's gonna do it all. Okay, thank you. By the way, Mr. Wing, do you think the same thing happened to Robert Whittaker when he fell down the hill? I thought double jointed was a whole other thing. The whole thing about like having joints that easily dislocate was, to my knowledge, a different condition than being double jointed. But does being double jointed make you also more likely to just that part I don't know. Like maybe they are the same condition. I was thinking about them as 2 different things. According to the guide, he left the team temporarily because he wanted to find Lynette Lee, thinking she was left behind. True, he could have been in a hurry, so he didn't notice the hazard at the time, just like when I was in a hurry to find you. Artem doesn't comment on your speculation. He picks up the ointment from the pharmacist's window.
案件已经过去一段时间了，再加上当时白玉轩并没有追溯过这件事。
Okay, well, I'm coming to your location with a hammer. Holy crap.
不过有一点的确比较奇怪，这家医院距离方月山景区较近，当时白玉轩也是被送来这里进行治疗的。
Okay, so Robert Whittaker also was sent here after his fall.
根据值班的护士所说，白玉轩从昏迷中醒来后，并没有提及自己在
But didn't say who he was looking for. It's a misnomer. You don't actually have double joints. It's just an expression described in general. Oh, as in like you're talking about the hyperextension situation, right? Didn't he? According to our previous speculation, Robert Whitaker accidentally fell down the hill while he was looking for Lynette Lee. Then when he woke up from the coma, he would have asked about Lynette Lee's whereabouts.
的确没有，而且那位护士说自己对白玉轩印象非常深刻，没有记错的可能。
And the nurse is certain.
因为他在醒来后就一直一言不发。
Didn't say anything.
以至于那位护士还有些担心，白玉轩的摔伤不只是脑震荡那么简单。
Maybe not just a concussion, but some kind of amnesia? That's strange. Where did we go wrong? Did the guide remember incorrectly? This point is like a small paper cut on a finger. It's not fatal, but you can't ignore it. Mr. Wing, should we go back to Squamor Mountain to take another look?
你呀，明明刚刚才吃过苦头，这么快
He's like, you just fell.
之前说过了，白玉轩的案件我会负责跟进。
I'll follow up.
你现在只需要好好休息，
You rest.
耐心等待警方对监控的调查结果就可以了。
But other than the Whitaker case, there's also the Squamor Mountain case and his jobs at the firm. He's pushing himself too hard, isn't he? All of a sudden, you don't know how you should persuade him. You look at him hesitantly. However, Artem seems to have misunderstood you and thinks you insist on
想
working.
要插手工作可以，除非你答应我一个条件。
On one condition.
在恢复期间住进我家，让我能够确保你不会勉强自己。
Artem! Shy boy Artem proposing that Rosa stay at his house to recover? Quite a development, sir. That's an escalation, mister. Stay at my house until you recover, so I can make sure you're not pushing yourself.
不然的话，你就得老老实实的待在自己家里休息，不准插手任何有关工作的事情。
Artem seems sure that you won't pick up the former choice. Oh, I see. He's saying it thinking that you won't pick it. It's like an empty threat. That's exactly what I want. I think early in this segment, Celestine or somebody, was it Kiki? Somebody was teasing her about, I think it was Celestine. Celestine was teasing her about having a crush on Artem. And she's like, I don't have a crush on anybody. I'm, what's the saying? Married to my work. And then I'm like, oh, I mean, if Artem is work, then you really are married to work. Like that is, you're not wrong. Not wrong at all. Rosa even more forward, yeah. He wants to make sure you don't force yourself to work too hard, but for you, it's the other way around. You also want to make sure that Artem won't overload himself with work. Sure, then thank you in advance for taking care of me in the next few weeks, Mr. Wing. She's like, got him. Got your ass. Of course. Mr. Wing, are you regretting it already?
也不是。
In the end, he's determined to keep his word.
如果你不介意的话，恢复期间，
That's
就让
really
我来
cute.
照顾你吧。
All right. Hold on. Story chapters left are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think I'm gonna be able to clear this today. It's long. Like, each of these has taken me 10 minutes. Okay, maybe I should finish this off stream then. I thought it might be possible. It seemed worth a try. It goes a lot faster when I'm just reading in my head and not out loud. Work that man! Exactly, August night. Exactly. Okay, I guess you guys won't get to see the confession today. I tried! Checkmate, baby girl! Should we see them at home together at least? I feel like we finally got to the juicy part. I don't want to stop here. Once you calm down, you realize you've made a bold decision. While you are packing and getting ready for your stay with Artem, you feel immersed in a sense of surrealism. Nervousness, worry, confusion, many subtle emotions ferment in the bottom of your heart, making you feel overwhelmed. But gradually, all of these feelings inadvertently merge into one emotion: joy. You sit nervously on the couch, looking around at the furniture and decorations. Although this is not your first visit to Artem's house, you feel significantly different from before.
应该觉得很不习惯吧？
You're probably not accustomed to this. After taking your luggage to a guest room on the second floor, Artem slowly walks down the stairs to the open kitchen. I'm fine.
你从刚刚到现在都没变过姿势，这么端坐着不会累吗？
She's like, 笔直的, like, fully stiff. It's really cute of her. You haven't moved at all since you arrived. Aren't you tired of sitting so upright? Oh, Hearing the T's within the question, your ears begin to burn slightly. They're the same. You guys were meant for each other. Before you manage to calm your nerves, he puts a cup of herbal tea on the coffee table in front of you.
今天发生了很多事，你应该也累了。
A lot has happened today. You must be tired.
2楼的客房已经都收拾好了，里面有独立卫浴。待会儿洗漱完后，就早些休息吧。
The guest room on the second floor is ready. It has an ensuite. Take a shower and go to bed early. His tone sounds extremely gentle. There's even a tiny hint of intimacy. Feeling the blush on your face rising, you pick up the cup and respond with your head down. Okay. I like how she was like girl bossing it up to be like, I got him. And then now it's like, who really got who here? Sensing your discomfort, Artem keeps giving you reassurance.
在搬离父母家之后，我就基本没有在属于自己的私密场所里和其他人一起住过。
Ever since I moved out of my parents' house, I haven't lived with anyone else in my own place.
所以，如果有什么冒犯到你的地方，记得随时告诉我。
If I do anything that offends you, please let me know.
希望你能把这里当做自己的家，放轻松些就好。
I hope you can make yourself at home and
就
relax.
失去了让你好好休息的意义了。
Otherwise, it would defeat the original intention of letting you rest. Oh, Mr. Wing, I'm fine. This is your house. Don't worry about me. Just what? You already know each other so well, and you are only staying temporarily. Why are you feeling so nervous? The more you think about it, the more confused you become. You try to look for an excuse to comfort yourself. I feel nervous for some reason. I'm worried that I'd get in your way.
放心吧，不打扰。
Don't worry, you won't.
留你在身边是我的提议和选择。我非常庆幸自己
he doesn't
能做出
regret
这
it.
种决定，所以你不用觉得有什么顾虑。
Okay. It was my idea that you stay here with me. I'm glad that I made the suggestion, so you shouldn't be worried. As Artem speaks, he forces a smile out of awkwardness.
放任你一个人，我反而会担心到睡不着。
If I leave you to your own devices, I would be so worried that I won't be able to sleep. That's quite a confession, Artem. Thank you, Mr. Wing. This really is like, the vibe is like, and they were both bottoms. Like, you're literally alone together at home, and they're both kind of like, oh, sorry to disturb you. I must readjust myself. I can't let him worry about me. But living with someone else at their own place. You take a sip of tea and repeat the sentence in your head. Suddenly another idea pops up. Living together. Rosa! You were so forward and now you're gonna have second thoughts?
没事吧?
Are you okay? You wave your hand and stand up immediately after you finish. She just had like a full-on cringe attack. Good night, Mr. Wing. I'll go up to my room and rest now.
等等。
Hold on. The instant he stops you, your pulse speeds up wildly.
时间也差不多了，睡觉前先把药膏换了吧。
It's almost time. Let me help you change the ointment before you go to bed. Okay, thank you, Mr. Wing. Still calling him Mr.
我不
Wing.
弄疼你了，记得告诉我。
Let me know if it hurts. Okay. Artem gently tears off the original patch of medication. During the process, it unavoidably irritates the swollen area, causing you some pain. The pain isn't unbearable, so you don't make a sound. You frown slightly subconsciously.
很快就好。
Almost done. As soon as he notices it, he immediately comforts you in his gentle voice. I like how you guys are just like really investigating the chandelier. I don't know, I feel like the couch is low enough that it shouldn't cover your field of view. As he opens the packaging on the new medicated patch, its bitter scent permeates the air. His expression is tense, as though struggling with some complicated emotions. I think I've seen Mr. Wing like this before.
手臂吗？
Ah. It's cause he blamed himself.
不知道是不是骨折了？是不是很疼？
Yeah, they really want you to know that this is 20... What year did they say it was? 2040? Something like that. Whatever. I don't know. Stellis is in the near future. He's not the one who's injured, and it's not even a serious injury. So why does he look so worried? Imagine Dex, hello, you missed the wedding. We're revisiting the confession now. This question keeps haunting your mind. You still can't reach a definite answer even after the dressing has been changed.
已经好了。
It's done.
待会儿睡觉的时候，记得稍微注意一些，不要压到手臂，避免二次脱位。
Be careful when you sleep. Don't put pressure on your arm in case you dislocate it again. Okay, Mr. Wing. I'll watch the VOD. It was really good, Imagine Dex. I really enjoyed it. Unlike with the Marius and the Vin ones, which frankly, I'm just gonna be really honest, like as a Marius enjoyer and a Vin, you know, appreciator, Marius is really disappointed me, and Vin's was really sweet, but like just kind of okay. And then Artem's, I was like crying, like the whole way, like start to finish, tears. It was so good, so good. Okay. Oh my god. Also, if anyone here missed it earlier, I have to show you. I'm not gonna explain. You're gonna have to watch the VOD to understand. But just trust that this is relevant. This is relevant discussion, and I wasn't going off topic. If you'll believe it. These images are on topic and relevant to Rosa getting married to Artem. Okay, anyway, enjoy the VOD. Salty Muscle's like, what the hell? 2 words, duct tape. Twink death. Dilf birth. As he finishes, he withdraws the hand holding your elbow.
早点睡吧，晚安。
Okay, good night. After a long day, the fatigue puts you to sleep quickly despite the unfamiliar environment. But in the middle of the night, your elbow begins to ache again. As the pain intensifies, you get up to take some of the painkillers prescribed by the doctor. Well, I was here when you brought it up. I didn't see any actual relevance at the time. I must have missed it. No, it was very relevant because Artem's dad, right? We put Artem's dad on screen and then you guys were like, that's just Artem with a mustache. And then I was like, Vin's dad is also kind of Vin with a mustache, except he has to go through the twink, death, dilf, birth process. And then you guys were like, huh? And then I was like, allow me to illustrate the concept of twink, death, and dilf, birth. And then, right? The connections are all there. It's super relevant, trust. The painkillers and the dressings are left in the most prominent location in the living room. After taking the pills, you look around curiously. I think I heard a noise just then. If it's not from downstairs, is it from upstairs? Following the sound, you eventually reach a corner on the second floor. Then you push open a door that is half open. The room is a little dark. Except for the warm light in the corner, most of the light comes from the huge projection screen on the wall. Right now, a movie's being played on the screen. It's quiet here, and only the sound of the movie can be heard. Mr. Wing? You walk over to the couch. You suddenly stop at the side in front of you. Are we gonna sleep you, Artem? Mr. Wing fell asleep here. He's lying on the sofa with his arms resting lazily on his forehead. Where's the art, Hoyo? Through the gap between his fingers, you can vaguely see an uneasy frown on his eyebrows. Is he having a bad dream? The blanket has fallen to the ground. He's gonna get sick. You pick up the blanket on the floor, about to pull it over his body. Yippee! You guys see what I mean by I wasn't here for the romance, and then they like got me. Like I think a lot of us got tricked into playing this game. A lot of us were like, oh, like Ace Attorney? But we get to play as a hot lady? Excuse me, she's more of a cute girl, but still. Twink death and dilf birth, so many words I didn't expect to hear this morning. The blanket in your hand slips again and falls to one side. He raises his hand and grabs you by your wrist with more force than you anticipated. Oh, it's like atmospherics. It's like atmospherics, guys.
你真的回来了吗?
Oh. He's thinking about someone else.
从那么高的地方，我还以为你。
Wait, that's sad, actually. What kind of bad dream is Mr. Wing having? Is it related to the accident today? Yeah, my vocab expands roughly every other Ying stream. Oh no, I'm corrupting the youth. I'm corrupting the youth, I say, to a chat full of many people older than I am. He doesn't seem to be fully awake yet. He's looking at you with vacant eyes. Although dreams are just bubbles of illusions, the emotions in his tone are extremely real.
我还有很多话，很多事没来得及和你。
Maybe it is Rosa he's dreaming of. Mr. Wing, wake up. Worried, you shake him gently on his hand, which is holding onto yours. I'm fine. I'm standing right here.
抱歉，是我失态了。
You guys know that guy on Reddit who takes Ambien and then goes on r/Ambien and just like posts these like just Dadaist threads about how much he misses his wife. Artem would be that guy. Artem would take Ambien and then go on r/Ambien and be like, my wife. Miss my wife. I didn't even know r/Ambien was a thing. He would. Artem would. After he regains his consciousness, Artem quickly releases his grip and sits up, keeping his distance from you. You guys should look up this this poster. It's so. I think if you just look up like Ambien wife, hold on, Ambien wife guy. I think that's what we call him. Yeah. r/Ambien wife guy. Hold on, you guys have to see the. Here, I'll post the. I'll put it on screen so you guys can see. Here you go. Oh, that didn't work. This will work. Do you see this? When it's my wife. Sorry, my wife is asleep. I held her hand. She's sick now. My wife is home. My wife is visiting her mom and I miss her. My wife is soft and liquor. Banner fucking with me all Reddit. I accuse my wife of knowing what concrete is. Like this is the Ambien wife guy. We love him. He's our favorite Reddit main character. He's really crying into the keyboard. Yeah. Why does the Ambien drug have a... Because there's always a subreddit for that. There's a subreddit for everything. You've never seen this? It's one of my favorite memes. I was just watching a movie. I fell asleep and had a bad dream. Did I scare you? Limber Love Muscle, the legend. It's fine. It's very normal. Sometimes happens to me as well. After having a particularly realistic dream, I often can't tell dreams from reality when I wake up. I'm just curious. What happened in your dream, Mr. Wing? Was it about me? Artem laughs at his own foolishness. Oh no, not the bedtime alarm that I immediately ignore. He looks at you with hesitation. During the brief silence, the movie on the screen continues to play. The dialogues can be heard. It's Benjamin Button! Benjamin, we're meant to lose the people we love. How else would we know how important they are to us? After being dumbfounded for a moment, he shakes his head slightly in reply to your question. It was nothing, just a particularly absurd dream. I like how Ying says that's what we call... Yeah, we, the internet. The collective internet. Does that make sense? Me and my fellow people, the denizens of the internet. We love Ambien wife guy. They put real movies in this? I mean, why not? It was nothing, just a particularly absurd dream. I knew it. I can't hide anything from Mr. Wing. Oh my god, it's exactly like when you guys get married! Oh, just a little bit. I can't feel it anymore. I took some painkillers. What about you, Mr. Wing? Why are you watching a movie so late at night? Did I wake you? If so... I bet bro never sleeps. Like, he works so hard on work. And then his hobby is like cinemaphile film critic stuff. He never sleeps. When would he ever sleep? Oh, I see. You sit on the couch looking up curiously at the projection screen. Is this movie played in reverse? Just then the male lead was a tiny old man sitting in a wheelchair. Now he's a young man. Seeing your reaction, Artem turns his head slightly to inspect you. Under the light of the projection, his face looks particularly gentle. Rin! Rin shows up like, hello, handsome. Thank you for the resub. Happy 59 months. 59 months? That's almost 5 years? Fuck. Thank you for the resub. Hello, Rin. Welcome. Can we? We finished reading Artem's wedding card at like the 2-hour mark. So then I was like, surely I can finish his confession chapter. It's much longer. And I haven't been, we've been at it for over an hour now. And I think I have to quit. But I have to make it through this chapter because I think a lot of cute stuff is going to happen. And it is! And I was right. Well, wait a second. Let me restart from the beginning. No, just leave it. Why don't you tell me what happened earlier?
其实也没
He's
什么
gonna
波澜壮
explain
阔的剧
Benjamin
情
Button?
只是在描述一名男子的一生而已。
Okay.
就像很多人感叹，如果时间能够倒流就好一样。他的一生，就是座倒着走的时钟。
It's just interesting because there's like an alternate history distance. Oh, you're so right. You're right. Because there's like cyberpunk cities and then real Salt Lake City and HI3. You're right. It is something like that. Yeah.
和所有人都不同，他出生起就是垂暮之年。所谓成长，也就是慢慢成为懵懂孩童的过程。
Oh, I see. Did they choose Benjamin Button because Artem's arc is about as someone who always sort of like lived a life following the rules, discovering his personal agency and his inner naivete and like inner child is his evolution? So do things get better for him?
再继续说下去，就是剧透了。
Okay. It's fine. I want to hear it from you, Mr. Wing. Oh, okay. He looks at the projection screen and smiles helplessly. Asking a cinephile to spoil a movie for you is horrific. It's horrific. He just does it for her. No, it doesn't.
大部分时间中，他与自己的爱人都是相对而行的。在短暂
Oh,
的
it's
交汇
more
后
about the divergence
就背
of
道而
paths
驰。
than the aging backwards part. Okay, cool. It's like the Elvin thing. Oh, I see.
电影就这样平铺直叙地描述了他的一生，所以对于评价和感悟也是众说纷纭。在你看来，这算是一种悲剧吗？
Okay, Rosa's about to draw. I can smell it, okay? The writers always tee Rosa up for like deeply philosophical statements. I feel like one is coming. We're gonna say not a tragedy. At least they're able to fall in love bravely when they meet, even though they know exactly how it's going to end. This story tells us that even if time can go backward, people will still have their own regrets. Interesting interpretation. Only when you're honest with yourself and cherish the moment can you not have regrets. Rosa out here like Benjamin Button, having not seen the movie, Benjamin Button is about mindfulness and being present. Like, what is life? It's the present moment.
你说的没错，是该如此。
You're right. That's true.
电影终究只是种艺术作品，我们都是默认，只要主角们足够勇敢，就会有完美的结局。如果是身处于结局未定的现实，你还愿意从最初就义无反顾吗？
Artem's question puts you at a loss for words. I don't know. What do you think, Mr. Wing? His eyes meet your tentative stare and he gives out his answer without hesitation.
我愿意。如果每个人的终点都是别离，我们命中注定要失去所爱之人。
If everyone's ending is a parting and we're meant to lose the people we love,
那至少我想着眼于当下，让注定是悲剧的故事，尽可能变得圆满一些。
this sounds kind of like what Vin was saying in his story, right? I want to at least focus on the present and make the doomed tragedy a little better.
我已经不想再给自己留有任何会在未来感到后悔的遗憾了。
I don't want to leave anything for myself that I may regret in the future. Regret. Oh, from her earlier line.
后悔什么？
After Professor Hume disappeared, you must feel the same. Couldn't do anything for you. Oh, yeah, isn't this very Hoyo? Yeah, it is. I mean, Hoyo's entire running theme across every story they've ever told is about seizing fate with your own two hands. Like, no matter what literary themes they're using, the winding paths, like every road leads to Rome, and Rome is you take fate with your own two hands. That's literally it. You can distill any Hoyo story to take fate in your own two hands. All of the flavors of it. You try to focus on the movie, but the question keeps lingering in your head. Is what you do today really enough to stop you from having regrets in the future? If not, what should you do right now? Okay, well, I'm not gonna make it, guys. I've been averaging 15 minutes per chapter, and we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 story chapters. So I would be here another 1.5 hours. Can't. Here, you guys can watch them Ace Attorney and then I'm done. The current mini event, they do like major events and mini events. The current mini event is the mini game is fucking, they're making us play 2048. Kills me. I'm not good at 2048. And they're like every few rounds they like raise the score goal. Like they're like you have to get what the I don't even know the fucking numbers. Let me see if I can show you guys. Wait. I think I already did my plays. Was it this one? I already did today's plays. Never mind, I can't even show you. Anyway, we have to play 2048, and I suck at it. That's all I wanted to say. Sometimes it's really soothing events. Like they had a sand sorting event that was really fun. It was so brain dead, so relaxing. And then they're like 2048, bitch. There's also like really complicated puzzle ones where it's like those tiles where it's like a 4x4 squares grid, and then there's like one hole, but they're all shuffled up and they make a picture, and you have to like move slide the tiles around with only one hole available until you like reassemble them. I'm bad at those too. Hey, what game are you referencing? You know the one where it's like, I think it's a 4x4 grid? And then you slide all the tiles in one direction of the 4 directions, and then the 2s become 4s, the 4s become 8s, and then it's an exponents of 2 game until you like when you slide 2 matching tiles together, when they collide, it makes the next exponent. So then you eventually hit like 2048 is like the goal of the original game. But in this case, it's like, I don't know, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. What does 128 even fucking become? 256, I think? 256 and then onward. Yeah, so they like started us on like 128, I think. And then raised it to 256. And I often fuck up before I hit 256. I'm sitting there like sliding tiles around like, no, I'm so bad at this game. It's okay. Anyone who says that this game is brain dead is lying to you. Not the mini games. Okay, anyways, thanks for joining for the after wedding revisiting of a story I didn't actually ever play. But I have the strangest story gaps in this game. I've like truly played everything out of order. It's very strange. Reception? Oh, sorry. I guess that was the reception because it was after the wedding. Reception to follow. Okay, so our reception was going to play Artem Personal Story. I hope you all enjoyed that. Should we do a toast to our favorite bride and groom pair so far? Or at least mine. Sounds like a lot of you guys agree with me. I don't have a fork, so... I don't have a glass or a fork, so we're using a pen that's stuck inside my pocket notebook and my teapot. It's the same, right? All right. A toast to the groom, to the groom, to the groom, to the groom, to the bride, to the bride, to the bride, to the bride, to my, to Rosa, who's always by your side, to your union, to the revolution, to the hope that you'll provide. May you always, always be satisfied. I remember that night, I just might. I remember that night, I just might. I remember that night, I remember that. Do-do-do-do-do-do. I remember that night, I just might regret that night for the rest of my days. I remember the soldier boys tripping over themselves to win our race. I remember that dream like candlelight. So something that I can't quite place. Oh, Alexander, I'll never forget the first time I saw your face. I will never be the same. Intelligent eyes and a hunger-paying frame. And when you said hi, I forgot my day. saying names, set my heart aflame, every part aflame. This is not a game. You strike me as a woman who's never been satisfied. I swear I don't know what you mean. You forget yourself. You're like me. I'm never satisfied. Is that right? I've never been satisfied. My name is Angelica Schuyler Alexander Hamilton. Where's your family from? Unimportant. There's a million things I haven't done, but just you wait. Just you wait. Anything to solve bedtime. Hina caught me. So this is what it feels like to match shit to somebody who wants something. And what the hell is the catch? Just the feeling of freedom of seeing the light. It's been Pringle with a key on a kite. You see it, right? The conversation lasted 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. The something in total agreement. Something. A bit of a dance is a bit of a posture, is a bit of a stance. Oh, he's a bit of a flirt, but I'm gonna give him a chance. I asked him about his family. Did you hear his answer? Something, he looked askance. He's penniless, he's flying by the seat of his pants. Handsome boy, does he know it? Peach fuzz, and he can't even grow it. I want to take him far away from this place. Then I turn and see my sister's face, and she is helpless, and her eyes are just helpless. This is the after party. Helpless, and I realize 3 fundamental truths at the exact same time. Lin-Manuel, come fix this. I don't remember these lyrics well enough, even though it's my favorite song from the musical. This is the first dance. This is a real song, Stippy. This is from Alexander Hamilton, the music. I'm a Schuyler sister. That elevates his status side. Have to be naive to set that aside. Maybe that is why I introduced him to Eliza. Now that's his bride. Nice going, Angelica. He was right. He will never be satisfied. Something like that. Anyways. No, I wish I could improv to that degree. That'd be crazy. Okay, guys. Next stream is Sunday. I really do need to go to bed. I have a really long day at Offkai tomorrow and a book club meeting in the morning that I haven't read yet for. And the reading is like pretty intense. We're reading How to Blow Up a Pipeline. Come get me, FBI. Not today, CIA. I was focused on doing dailies while listening to you. Nameless was lurking the whole stream. Yeah, I only have to read chapter 2, but it's like a third of the book. So I'm gonna end stream and go do that. Hold on, when does it end? That's chapter 2. Fuck me. Surely I got this. I'll pretend I wasn't here. Oh, for how to blow up a pipeline. It's a very practical guide, guys. Anyway, yeah. I have to read for book club and then spend an entire day at Offkai. So I will see you guys on Sunday. Sunday we are oh, it's finally happening. We're doing our not Lan character Taco Bell menu item Kinisign mukbang. I think I shuffled some of those words, but I think I got all of them. Yeah. So we're gonna do the, well, I won't do the mukbang yet. We'll do the Kinasign first and then mukbang later after people stop getting the explosive diarrhea parasite, which apparently was originally discovered because it was in the lettuce that was supplied to Taco Bell. So I don't feel safe to eat Taco Bell just yet. So until we are officially clear of the explosive diarrhea parasite, I'm not going to Taco Bell. So we'll wait another week or two and we'll just do the Taco Bell menu item not Lan character Kinasign minus the mukbang for now. And then we also have Game Club, by which I just mean I'm going to make a Google Doc and we're all going to list our Genshin Impact not Lan arc grievances and also applause. We have to give credit where it's due. My health agency got gutted. Yeah. Well, that's not exactly the reason in this case. Well, partially also. It's all over. Stay safe. I'm afraid of lettuce. I am too. Yeah. I had stem lettuce the other day and it got me nervous for a second. Then I was like, no, actually we're okay because stem lettuce is grown locally and it's a whole other vegetable with whole other supply chains. So I'm okay. All right. Whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, have a wonderful time of day. I give the ARTEM wedding card like a 9.5 out of 10. Yes. I don't know that it was like it was incredibly good and I deeply enjoyed it. Would I give it a 10 out of 10? It's like it would take a little more spice, and I don't mean sexy, right? I don't even know. Like, what would I don't know. I just like, I feel like there were extra things that could have made it even tighter than it was. Yeah. ARTEM is worth at least 8 points. Yeah, for sure. In comparison, by the way, Vin got a 7 out of 10 and Margus got a 6 out of 10 that I was tempted to make a 5 out of 10, but I only gave it a 6 because of the post-wedding scene. So, more tension? I don't know if it was tension that I wanted. It like effectively felt perfect. And yet maybe I'm just biased by the fact that like all the other cards were so disappointing that I feel a little bit like I have to handicap the score for the one that I liked best because my expectations were so in the gutter that at this point, even a halfway decent piece of writing would have impressed me. And so to avoid recency bias and the fact that I was so let down by the other cards and it might have biased my score of this one, feel the need to push the score lower, even though I have no complaints about it. You're devaluing it because you're afraid to change to ARTEM. Well, that may be part of it, but I think more so it's just that the bar was so low, it's a tavern in Hades. You know what they say about the bar? Repeat after me. The bar for men is so low, it's a tavern in Hades. Okay, and that's the stream. That's the stream. I'll see you guys Sunday or thereafter. That card at least was good enough to convince me to keep playing Tears of Themis because I almost quit. I almost quit. But since I will continue playing, you guys can expect to see more card stories in the future because I am so fucking behind. It's not even funny. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Genshin next, and then we'll choose an indie game. I don't know which one. We'll find out. It's been a long time. Nameless, enjoy the latest Honkai Impact 3rd chapter. Okay, bye-bye. I'm too tired to raid, so I'm just gonna say bye. Bye. Bye! Was my BGM going this whole time, guys? Holy fuck, my BGM was going this entire stream. I'm so sorry, I didn't notice. My bad. Bye! Guys, streamer of 5 years forgets to turn off BGM. Fuck, dude. Shit.